All right, here we go. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now, live here on Chat Sports. Chase Senior, producer Trace Gerard here with you. Today's show, we're making it happen, man. All presented and sponsored by Mint Mobile. Cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month on America's largest 5G network with unlimited talk and text. To get started and to start saving money today, all you have to do, plug in that link down below. Even better, that's a Kelly green color on that graphic. MintMobile.com/chatsports. We'll put that link in the comment section, and it's already in the description of this video. So obviously we're live because week one of the NFL season is here. Rams, Bills tonight from SoFi Stadium just outside of Los Angeles. Going to be a really good game. Somehow the defending Super Bowl champions in the Rams are underdogs, but a couple of days in the future, it's week one underway for the Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. If you're pumped up for the return of Eagles football, because it's been way too long, you can talk about preseason all you want, but once the real thing gets here, there's nothing like National Football League action. Type Go Birds in the comment section if you're pumped up for the Fly, Eagles, fly movement to get started, and we'll start to give you some shout-outs here. Losing hope with humanity. That's correct. Go Birds, F Dallas. He knows what to do. My guy, Lion Fighter, LFG, he is a real one. Mike Halo, F Dallas, losing hope with humanity, running it back with Go Birds. Joey E typing Go Birds. Alexander, so the jersey thing isn't legit? It is legit. We will send you a free Philadelphia Eagles jersey. We have details on that coming up around the corner. What do you mean, Alexander? We got you, but let us know right now. Brandon Ford saying Go Birds. Kyle Builder, Go Birds. Mr. Awesome Guy 222, let's go. And already the homie, the real one, the legend, Lion Fighter himself, starting it all off with the $5 super chat. Less than a minute into the show, Lion Fighter, appreciate your support on Philadelphia Eagles Now, Philadelphia 76ers Now, and for you, riding with the greatest fan base in America. Fly, Eagles, fly, he says, real one, Go Birds. You already know the deal. If you want to send in a super chat throughout today's show, guaranteed to get that featured on the program, and also because Lion Fighter sent in a super chat, you hear that sound effect right there. We crack beers, we hang out with the Bird Gang. We like to chop it up, and we like to have a damn good time. Myself, producer Trace, we're always down to party. So all of your super chats, we celebrate with those. Moving forward before we start the official show, this is part of our audience build-up segment. People get that notification. They start piling in. 87 people watching live. We're going to be at 100 soon, hopefully a few hundred people throughout the live show today. This is part of our audience build-up segment, as I was talking about. So we let the people get that notification. They pile in, and then we can just chop it up. But we have a whole show on tap for you today that is absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to start breaking it all down. In the meantime, though, continue to get those predictions in for this game. We've asked you this a couple of times throughout this week, but now you get shout-outs here on our live show. Who you got Sunday in Detroit, Ford Field, Birds kicking off the 2022 campaign against the Detroit Lions, a Lions team that, as we'll break down during our preview for this matchup, coming up right around the corner, very much improved, and I think is going to be a feisty team here in 2022. But who you got? PHI for the Eagles, DET for the Lions. We'll give you some shout-outs here. LA saying Go Birds with some eagle emojis. You love to see that eagle flying in the comment section. Joey E, Philadelphia. Brandon Ford, Birds. Antonio, Eagles. LA, Philadelphia. On the go base. Wait, where's Mott? Where have you been the last couple of weeks? This is my third week as the host of Philadelphia Eagles Now. Thomas Mott left us here at Chat Sports. We greatly appreciate everything that he did, but I'm taking over the channel, and it's an awesome opportunity for me because I grew up in the Philadelphia area, so I really care about this team. Micro Mike is in the chat, host of Detroit Lions Talk. I was on his channel doing an Eagles-Lions preview. Go check that out. I had a lot of people go over there yesterday as I dropped the link in the comment section of yesterday's show, and everybody said Go Birds. Absolutely flooded the comment section. It was great to see. Lion Fighter, Birds, 92 Philly, shout out to you. Riding with the Eagles. Chris Scott, Bird Gang. Losing hope with humanity. Micro Mike, want to make a wager? Micro Mike, you know Eagles fans don't mess around. If you're trying to make a wager, losing hope with humanity ain't scared. Losing hope. Show them what you got. Send in a super chat. Let's ride. Ryan Rowe, Eagles 28-17 over the Lions. Lions talk, Micro Mike saying, yo, go Lions, get them out of here. Jeremy, Birds 31, Lions 20. By the way, Lion Fighter, cheers to you for that super chat. Lions talk, Micro Mike. He's saying, no, I actually had the Eagles winning. So you can throw him some shade a little bit, but at least he's realistic in knowing Philadelphia going to bring the beat down. When does the show start from Joel Embiid? Well, officially, it did start, JoJo, but officially starting in just a couple of minutes. We're just chopping it up with the homies right now. Speaking of chopping it up with everybody, who's going to be the breakout star on Sunday? I want you to give me a name in the comment section. Drop that name right now. Who do you think is going to play really well? Is it going to be Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown in his Philadelphia Eagles debut, DeVonta Smith carrying that momentum from last year, one of the new additions, Hassan Reddick, C.J. Gardner-Johnson? Give me a name right now in the comment section. Brandon Ford, hey, HBO Hard Knocks, they need to hit Philadelphia. It would be a pretty cool show in Philly, I believe. Yeah.
Like, I feel like they've been to Dallas more times than they've been to, like, any other's team. And it's
Hard
ridiculous
Knocks on
because the
Dallas
Cowboys
last
suck.
year was trash. It was absolutely trash. It was terrible. I didn't think it was entertaining at all. So that's producer Trace who you're hearing from. It is the Trace and Chase Show. Yeah, stop doing Hard Knocks with the Dallas Cowboys. America's team, get out of here. Philadelphia Eagles, America's squad. Another $5 super chat coming in. Losing hope with humanity. God bless the Queen, R.I.P. Yes, Queen Elizabeth has passed away at the age of 96 years old. And not to really make light of her passing, because obviously a life well lived for her, but I thought it was funny how Nick Castellanos is trending now on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, is he coming back off the IL? Is he about to get back in action with the Philadelphia Phillies? No, everybody getting creative on Twitter saying Nick Castellanos, when he comes back, cue up Queen Elizabeth passing away, because we know what happened a couple of times with Nick Castellanos at the dish. Here's another reminder as we get that $5 super chat in from Losing Hope with Humanity. Every $50 that we get in super chats, I will shotgun a beer. $25 super chat, producer Trace will take a shot of Fireball. Like I said, it's Thirsty Thursday. NFL season is kicking off tonight. Rams, Bills coming at you. I know I'm going to be watching that game. Not sure if I'm going to be with some people from Chat Sports or just going to the crib to watch it, but I cannot wait for the season to get underway, and it all happens tonight. So we want to ring it in. We want to party. $50 super chat, I'll shotgun a beer, or $50 in total super chats, I'll shotgun a beer eventually. And then for a $25 super chat, producer Trace will come on screen and he will take a shot of Fireball. As for the player that people think is going to show up, show out, have a big game on Sunday, Nakobe Dean Hassan Reddick from 92 Philly, Dallas Goedert from Fountainham, Hassan Reddick from Ryan Rowe, one of our loyal subscribers, Jordan Davis from Tyler Huff, Fletcher Cox from Nicholas. Let's see. Trace and Chase Show from 92 Philly. You know the deal. Who else? Jalen Hurts from Hector Figueroa. Quez offense, Reddick defense from Robert. Hey, $10 super chat from Brandon Ford. What do you know? We're getting close to $50 in super chats, 30 away. Brandon Ford, you are the real OG, and I'll have to take a couple of sips of beer for that $10 super chat that came in. And for all of you rocking and rolling with us for one of our first live shows, greatly appreciate all of you for joining the program. Going to be doing a mailbag a little bit later. A couple ways for you to get featured on the show. Join the program. If you have a question to ask me, use hashtag Eagles. You have a take that you want featured on the show, hashtag Eagles. We'll do our best to feature every single comment or question that features hashtag Eagles. But if you want to be guaranteed to be featured on the show, do what Brandon Ford, Losing Hope with Humanity, Lion Fighter have done. Send in a super chat. All super chats are guaranteed to get featured on Philadelphia Eagles now. So start getting those questions in now so that we can get those questions on the screen and break them down during our upcoming mailbag. Lions Talk Micro Mike. Let's see what he has to say. Crazy, my Lions subscribers always get more likes on my lives than Eagles subs. So Micro Mike is challenging everybody right now to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. Right now, only 32 likes. 142 people watching live, though, so the participation rate from the passionate city of Philadelphia and Eagles fans somewhat down right now. You see the challenge from Micro Mike right here. Hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. How quickly can we show Micro Mike that the Lions are a terrible franchise that's been in utter dysfunction for a long time, haven't won a playoff game since the early 90s? Let's show them what's up by hitting that thumbs up icon and liking the video. Already to 45 likes. Can we get to 100 as soon as possible? I am challenging all of you. And speaking of tickling that thumbs up icon, if you're ready for the show to start, we're about to get it cracking, folks. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Eagles country, let's fly. About to start the official program, and here's what we're talking about on the docket on Philadelphia Eagles Now, live here on Chat Sports. I'm your host, Jay Sr. Our second live show, by the way. Last week we went live in a pinch after Jalen Reagor got dealt. Awesome response, so we said, you know what, let's run it back, let's go live once again, and that's why we're here. Going to take a look at the Philadelphia Eagles injury report. We're going to do a Birds versus Lions preview with that game coming at you, 1 o'clock window on Sunday. And then my final Philadelphia Eagles record prediction, where I'll predict the Eagles record, but also a complete schedule breakdown. And then also a mailbag. Use the hashtag Eagles or Super Chat to get those questions or those takes featured on the show. 152 people watching live. Share the video. Tell your fellow Eagles friends that we're live breaking it all down on Philadelphia Eagles Now. Get those questions in. Let's interact over the next hour or so. And right now, let's officially start the show. All right, here we go. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. Chase Sr. here with you. Regular season kickoff coming up right around the corner. Cannot wait for it. And on today's show, we'll preview this game against the Detroit Lions. But first, have to give a shout out to our sponsor for today's program, Mint Mobile. Unlimited talk and text, America's largest 5G network, and the best deal, cell phone plans starting as low as $15 per month. If you plug in that link down below, mintmobile.com/chatsports. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. So, folks, Eagles country, fly Eagles fly. The season is about to be here, and on today's show, we will cover Philadelphia Eagles injury report. I'll give you my keys to an Eagles win over the Lions and also what to watch out for. This game gonna go down Ford Field, Detroit, Michigan, Sunday afternoon in that 1 o'clock window. And the Eagles, this line has gone down a little bit. They're only 4-point favorites right now. And we know, especially as evidenced by the betting statistics that we'll break down in a couple of minutes, that during Week 1 NFL action, some crazy upsets can happen. And right now, the Eagles, only 4-point favorites. Maybe that's some momentum for the Lions coming off that Hard Knocks appearance, but I actually think this team is going to be very, very competitive this year like they were last year and improve on their win total from 2021 under Dan Campbell. The over-under set for 49. So if you want to bet on the game, there is your betting information. Before we officially start previewing this matchup between the Birds and the Lions, two teams with really high expectations. The Eagles maybe making a run to the Super Bowl. The Lions, new hope that this current regime is it and can lead them in the right direction. Predict the score for me in the comment section. Let me know who wins and then give me a numerical score down below. We begin with the Eagles injury report, and there's some good news on this front because as we're recording this on Thursday, on Wednesday, everybody on the Eagles roster did participate in practice. Now, some people were full participants, other guys limited action. As for Miles Sanders, looks as though he's going to be a full go coming off that hamstring injury, full participant in practice on Wednesday. Javon Hargrave with that toe is limited, so that's pretty important moving forward because last year had a career year in the trenches at defensive tackle in Jonathan Gannon's defense. Barnett also limited in practice because of an injury to his ribs, and then Josiah Scott also limited with a hamstring ailment as well. But obviously, when you look at the Eagles injury report here, the most notable name on it and the most marquee player on the offensive side of the ball on this injury report is Miles Sanders. He's entering a critical year, final year of his rookie contract, and he has to have a big year if he wants to get paid. And barring any setbacks, it looks as though the former draft pick out of Penn State will play. He tweaked his hamstring, and he addressed this with the media on Thursday and said, look, I just needed a little bit of rest. I didn't want to push it to further that injury. I should be ready to go, and he's ready to get after it against the Lions with this Eagles rushing attack, which last year was one of the best in the National Football League. Another storyline that we definitely want to monitor with this game, with the Lions having a pretty good pass rush led by Aiden Hutchinson, who was drafted out of Michigan. Life without Andre Dillard has to go on, as Dillard was officially put on IR this week. Now, Lane Johnson, according to offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland, the best in the league, he said that Lane Johnson can play left tackle if he needs to, but he probably won't. We'll keep him in his comfort zone at right tackle. As for the guys getting reps behind Andre Dillard, with him not playing for at least the first month of the year, Jack Driscoll as well as Josh Sills can also fill in at left tackle. Now let's pivot to our keys to the game, and the keys for a Philadelphia Eagles win to begin the season at 1-0. Really, the biggest storyline for the Eagles in this matchup and throughout this entire season is Jalen Hurts. He really has to take that next step as a passer, and the Eagles are going to go as far this year, in my opinion, as Jalen Hurts will take them. Now, you look at his numbers from last year. The completion percentage was below league average at just north of 61%. He only threw for 3,100 plus yards, 16 touchdowns, not great by any means, but 9 interceptions, not bad considering the passing attempts. And you have to factor in that Jalen Hurts is a very good dual threat and running quarterback. He did add several touchdowns on the ground, which makes that touchdown-interception ratio look a little bit better in reality. And just some quick thoughts on Jalen Hurts. Going into a critical year for him, he has a great opportunity at hand. If Jalen Hurts plays well, he leads the Eagles to the playoffs, an NFC East crown, and they make a potentially deep run in the playoffs, he can earn the bag and lock down that future role as a starting quarterback for this franchise. If he doesn't play well and he flounders, he'll prove more to be a backup in this league. But if he's able to take that leap and take that next step and progress as a passer, look out, because this Eagles offense in 2022 could be a problem for opposing defenses in this league. What do you think, though? Let me know in the comments section. Sound off. Join the conversation down below. Is Jalen Hurts the future quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles? Give me an F for he's the future, B for more so he's the backup. Chime in and let me know. As I mentioned off the top of the show, Philadelphia Eagles now is sponsored by Mint Mobile. On America's largest 5G network, you get unlimited talk and text. You can switch your service between 5G and 4G seamlessly. And one of the cool features about Mint Mobile, you don't have to change your physical cell phone. You don't have to change your cell phone number. And in a period and a day of age where everybody's trying to cut costs and save money during inflation, these cell phone plans begin as low as just $15 per month. If you want to start saving money today and get a reliable and affordable cell phone plan, Mint Mobile is where it's at. MintMobile.com/chatsports. Their service, it goes East Coast to West Coast, north and south, just like Darius Slay in coverage. Start saving money today. We'll put that link in the comment section and the description of this video. More keys to the game as we progress here in our preview against the Lions. I'm looking for Jalen Hurts to take that progression as a passer, but it's the pass game as a whole going to evolve after the trade acquisition on NFL draft night of A.J. Brown, who's one of the more dynamic wide receivers in the NFL. His numbers in 2021, not as good as what he did in 2020 when he surpassed that 1,000-yard threshold, but keep in mind that he was playing with Ryan Tannehill. And Ryan Tannehill, while he was one of the more accurate quarterbacks last year, he is not elite by any measure. 63 catches last year for A.J. Brown, a couple of monster performances, 869 yards, 5 touchdowns, average yards per catch at just shy of 14. And I think with a guy like A.J. Brown, you team him up with DeVonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, with this really good offensive line and a really good ground game, he can make this offense more versatile, deeper, and a lot more dangerous, because the Eagles' passing game last year was mediocre to lackluster, depending on the numbers that you look at. Philadelphia, 25th in completion percentage in the NFL, 14th in yards per pass attempt. Jalen Hurts was 41st in the league in completion rate, so obviously that includes a lot of backups as well. And his last 6 games, he didn't light the league on fire. 4 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions. And I think A.J. Brown, given his size, the ability to pick up yards after the catch, to win some of those 50-50 balls, it should help out in theory. You know, DeVonta Smith, Quez Watkins, open up some of those seam balls for Dallas Goedert as well. That's the type of impact player that Howie Roseman saw in A.J. Brown. That's why they made the trade for him. And throughout his career, my gosh, A.J. Brown has been a walking human highlight reel. So with that, I do want to ask you another one of our poll questions for today's show. Who has more receiving yards in 2022? Will it be A.J. Brown? Will it be DeVonta Smith? Competition brings the best out of everybody. I already know these 2 players here to my right, they're going to be pushing one another this upcoming season. Another key to the game, got to run behind the horses. This Eagles offensive line, one of the most talented, one of the deepest, and has some of the more premier offensive linemen in the NFL. And this is really the backbone of this football team. The same could be said for last year as well. When the Eagles are able to get that ground game established, that's when Jalen Hurts falls into his comfort zone. And that's when the Eagles are a really difficult team to go up against. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, who Jeff Stoutland said today is the most improved offensive lineman on this team, which is really high praise considering I thought Dickerson coming out of Alabama off that torn ACL was good as a rookie last year. Jason Kelsey is a future Hall of Famer. Isaac Seumalo is criminally underrated. And Lane Johnson is probably the best right tackle in the sport. And with the Eagles going up against the Lions, it's important to begin this game in proper fashion, to establish an early lead, to jump and step on the throats of the Detroit Lions so that they can't roar at Ford Field in Detroit. Because when the Eagles are ahead, they're a dominant team. And they're one of the more difficult teams to stop. It's like that bowling ball rolling downhill. Once it gets moving, it ain't going to stop. And that's what this offensive line is able to do. And a trend to kind of watch out for on Sunday is where the Eagles run the football with this offensive line that is very stout. You look at yards per carry by direction last year, and this is really interesting in a couple of ways because going off right tackle with Lane Johnson playing there, the Eagles actually averaged the least yards per carry as compared to everywhere else where they ran on the field. So coming off left tackle, Jordan Mailata, 5.5. To the left perimeter, 6 yards per carry. Running right behind Jason Kelsey, 4 yards per pop. Off the right guard, 3.5. And off Lane Johnson, 3.9. So that was a little bit of a weakness that I'm sure the Lions are going to try to pit up against. But then going off the right edge, 5.5 yards per carry. So when you're watching this game on Sunday, that right there, a trend from Warren Sharp in his preview for 2022 to certainly keep an eye on. And then really what I want to focus on next, the Eagles are the better team than the Detroit Lions. There's no way that they should lose. Now, as we're about to show you, some crazy things happen in week 1, and upsets often take place. How do you avoid an upset taking place to start your season on a sour note? Avoid dumb turnovers that come at inopportune times, and you can't commit costly mistakes, whether it be turning the pill over or bad penalties, coverage breakdowns, missing an A.J. Brown on a deep ball, because that equals upset city. And last year in week 1, it was upset city. We take a look at our chat stats for today's show. In 2021, NFL underdogs won 37% of games straight up, the highest rate since 2015. Home field advantage? Yeah, not really. And week 1 of last year was historic by underdogs. 12 covers were the most by week 1 underdogs in the Super Bowl era, and 9 outright wins tied for the most over that stretch. There are 10 home dogs this week, including the Detroit Lions. And the Lions, as I said a little bit earlier, are a really feisty team, backing up the identity of head coach Dan Campbell, who in his introductory press conference last year, it was made famous because he said, when it comes down to our opponents, we want to bite their kneecaps off. And in all seriousness, though, we saw in Hard Knocks the Lions are kind of living off of that philosophy. And last year, they surprised a lot of people. Now, they only won 3 games, but they were 2-6 in one-score games, 1-4 in games decided by a field goal or less. They win a couple of those games. The trajectory of their season is different. And with an improved team, some of those losses could end up being wins. And could it be a win against the Philadelphia Eagles? A big key for the Eagles to not allow that to happen, you got to get after Jared Goff. And by the way, I do think the Eagles win this football game 28-24. I think it's going to be a lot closer than it was last year. But going back to that point of Jared Goff with this defensive line that's expected to be good, an improved linebacking core, and the secondary that could feast, the Lions were not a good passing football team last year. 10th in completion percentage rate, 17th in touchdowns thrown, 27th in yards per attempt, as Jared Goff is the check down king, and 30th in yards per completion. So what does that tell you, folks? If you're not into deep dive numbers or analytics, Jared Goff doesn't push the ball downfield, and that lies into the strengths of this Eagles defense. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this Eagles secondary can match up with this linebacking core and defensive line that I think could be among some of the best position groups in the NFL. Darius Slay is a bona fide corner number 1 coming off a Pro Bowl season. James Bradbury is a great number 2. He's not a number 1. He's a great number 2, though. Avonte Maddox is paid as one of the highest paid nickels in the league. There's a good reason for that. And then you shift to that safety spot. Do I have some concerns about CD Deuce? C.J. Gardner-Johnson, considering that he's played more than 1,000 snaps in his career at nickel, but only 80 at that safety spot? For sure. Marcus Epps, still somewhat of an unproven commodity. And then you have Kayvon Wallace and Reed Blankenship as the backup. So that right there, probably the biggest concern on this football team. But in terms of starters, this Eagles team, they have a great opportunity at hand to really make this a magical season in the city of brotherly love. So before we get on out of here, do want to ask you for your predictions for Sunday's game. Who you going with? PHI for the Birds, DET for the Detroit Lions. Let me know in the comment section. And on Sunday afternoon, not going to be doing a watch party for week 1. I will be doing a post-game show. So that's why you subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. Therefore, when we push out that post-game show, you will be notified. As always, appreciate all of you for tuning into the show. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and fly, Eagles, fly. All right, we'll give you some shout-outs here. Mike Halo, he's going with the Birds. Tyrone Williams, fly, Eagles, fly. Spirit Hunter, 30-17, Eagles. Elijah, Philadelphia. Sean Mack, Birds from your former neighbor. Yo, Shawnee Mack, what's good, man? That's awesome. The McIlvains, man. That is so cool that you're watching the show. Hope all is well, dude. So cool that you found us on Philadelphia Eagles Now. Everybody type Sean Mack in the comments section. Or if it's easier, type Mac. Show them that what we do here on Philadelphia Eagles Now is real, and show them what we're cooking with. Type Mac in the comments section. I'll start it off here. Mac. 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 Let's ride. Their family, by the way, season ticket holders. So they are diehard Eagles fans. You see it from Subvet Steve, Jordan Coughlin, Eagles fan number 1, Carson, Mike Halo, Brandon Ford, 5th, Fine Wine Fletch, Ramen Boy. Yo, when I was younger, I was eating a lot of ramen, man. Thank God I'm not in those days anymore. Dan Rudolph, L.A. Hasier, Carson VR, Dan Rudolph, Sean Mack saying thanks, boys. Hope Bree, your mom, everybody doing well. Jack as well. Luther Franklin, what's up, Chase? Sean, I actually popped by your crib. Man, it would have been probably 2 or 3 years now. I saw your sister and your mom hanging out outside because I went to go visit my old house, to just visit the old stomping grounds after my mom had passed away, and I was able to chop it up with your mom and sister. So good stuff right there. That's nostalgic. All right, we're going to move forward on the show. We do have a $10 Super Chat that we're going to get to. Every $50 that we get in Super Chats, I shotgun a beer, and I guarantee it's going to be one of the faster shotguns that you ever see. My personal best, 2.1 seconds. Not sure if I can do that today, but every $50 that we get in Supers, we're shotgunning beers. We're having a party on Thirsty Thursday. We are $20 away from $50 in Super Chat. Speaking of those, we pivot to this one, $10 coming in from Elijah. Cheers to you, homie. Appreciate you for supporting the show. All Super Chats get featured on the program. And, of course, with the upcoming mailbag coming up, got to use the hashtag Eagles or Super Chat to get featured on the show. Couple of questions came in for sure. But start getting those questions in even more. You hashtag Eagles, and we will get those on Philadelphia Eagles Now for an upcoming mailbag that will probably go out on Saturday. So hashtag Eagles to be in our next mailbag. We pivoting to that next, Trace? Yeah, that's going to be our next segment. And then after that, still one more segment left to go. Going to give you my final record prediction for the Birds coming up here in 2022. That one guy, every time I hear Trace and Chase, I get hype. It's the Trace and Chase show. I think it was you, that one guy, who came up with that the first time in the comment section. I saw it. We've been able to run with it. Here's the homie right here, Trizzy Trace. Trace, say what's up to the people.
What's up, Bird Gang? Hey, I've been working with Mott. I've been working with Chase for the past year, doing all the Eagles stuff. It's finally I'm pumped to finally get to meet you guys on camera. It's been a lot of fun getting to be in the comments with you and be chopping it up with Mott and with Chase and stuff. But hey, Bird Gang, fly Eagles fly. F Dallas, they suck.
F Dallas. See, we're actually emanating live from the Chat Sports Studios in Dallas. And I went on a run this morning, and every time I go on a run, I try to rock an Eagles shirt just so I get some dirty looks on the Katy Trail. And look, I've now run for 107 straight days. A lot of those days I'm rocking an Eagles shirt just to show off who I bleed with, show off my colors. And sometimes there's people just looking at me. I'm like, yeah, go Birds!
Well, I think it's one of those things. You walk by or you run by these people and you just be like, and it's like the defense. You ain't catching me.
Yeah.
And just keep going. You just keep it rolling.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We got another Lions fan in the chat. Boom B saying, as a Lions fan, you guys might rush for 300 yards. Look, you look at the backbone of this Eagles offense, what they're built on. It is that offensive line, which is one of the best and deepest in the NFL. And that's what the Eagles did so well last year. They were one of the best rushing attacks in the league after they started the year on a down note. In the first year of Nick Sirianni's regime, they were passing the most among all teams in the NFL the first month and a half of the season going into that Buccaneers game, and they noticed before that Buccaneers game they had to have a change in philosophy. But against the Buccaneers, they were the best run defense in the NFL, so you're not going to change your plan and try to run the football a lot against a team that defends it well. But after that, Eagles turned the corner. They changed their season around because they went from passing the ball the most among all teams in the NFL to being one of the more run-heavy teams, and that's why the Eagles were able to turn it around, end the season on a tear, made it into the playoffs in the first year of a rebuilding year.
And, I will say one thing to be admirable about with these Lions fans is that they are being pretty realistic and being like, yeah, you guys are probably going to win, or yeah, y'all are probably going to run for 300. Hey-o! That's a 50 piece.
Let's go. That's
We're at 50. Let's get it rolling.
Let's go.
Let's throw this back up real quick.
Hey, another $50 in Super Chats. Yes, I'll shotgun another beer, but I'll also sing the Nobody Likes Us song. If the real ones know. You know what I'm talking about, Trace?
Yes,
no
sir.
one likes us. No one likes us. I'll expand further on it if we get another $50 in Super Chats. I'll sing that after shotgun and a beer. But Elijah for the win. Bang! It's good. Eagles shooting out this season with 7 wins before the first loss. Wow. So that would be very similar to how they started the 2017 campaign. Now, it wasn't that good, but it was still pretty good. They got off to a tear. Jake Elliott, 61-yard field goal against the Giants, really set things in motion. A couple of big wins along the way. That road win against the Chargers was huge. 7-0, though, before the first loss. Elijah, if that happens, my gosh, everybody will be pumped up and hype. There's no doubt about that. All right, $50 in total Super Chats. I told you, I'm a man of my word. I'm a real one.
Right,
I don't front. I don't lie.
Here's the thing. I'm going to time my boy Chase here. I'm going to time him on my phone. We're going to see what happens.
This is really cold.
Oh, this is.
I'm going to go sub-4. It's going to be faster than Jalen Reagor's 40 time.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to go sub-3, but I'm going to do my best for sure.
Spam Chase in the chat. Spam Chase. Get it rolling. Let's get it going.
Chase. Let's go.
Chase.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm going on you, my friend.
Yeah. On the crack, by the way.
You got it. That was 3 on the dot.
3 on the dot?
3 on the dot.
My lip got caught on the can.
No, I'm not kidding you. 3 on the dot.
3 on the dot.
Like quite
Show
literally
what's up.
3 on the dot.
I told you I was going to be fast.
There you go.
Man.
And your lip's barely bleeding.
Is it bleeding at all?
No, not even a little bit. You said it caught it, though, so.
It caught it, though.
I mean, that's impressive.
That could have added, tenth of a second.
100%.
It's like a swimming race,
100%.
man. Tenth of a second can be the difference.
That little hair makes that much difference.
All right, grade it now. A, B, C, D, or F. Ty's message. Where's Ty? Oh, there we go. Ty, I remember Chase from WNEP 16. Too cool. Yes, I was living in Scranton for 3.5 years, and I was a local news and sports reporter. Covered a lot of Penn State, some Rail Riders, high school football, high school basketball, did a little play-by-play and color commentating, and I learned a lot, man. It was a pretty kick-ass job. Got to do some cool things, play with the Harlem Globetrotters. I was on Designated Survivor, did some voiceover work for a Doc Rivers documentary, but I'll tell you this. I am so happy to be here at Chat Sports. Life covering sports over covering news during coronavirus and all the protests, it was not fun at all. Happy to be here, but Ty, however you pronounce it, appreciate you supporting the program, man. Spirit Hunter TV going B+. Your boy Crazy Colin, B+ as well. Dan Rudolph, A-, appreciate you. Ryan Rowe, B+. That one guy, A++. Appreciate that. I thought it was pretty solid. You're doing a great job at Chat Sports. I'm a huge fan. Thank you, man. Where are you living at, by the way? Up there in northeastern Pennsylvania. Covered 17 counties up in NEPA, as far west as Happy Valley, as far south as almost Allentown, as far north as sometimes Binghamton. So, huge coverage area. Mifflinburg. Okay, I know Mifflinburg. Carson VR. Chase, who do you have tonight, Rams or Bills? I'm a little bit surprised that the Rams are underdogs at home, 2-point dogs. That's kind of fishy to me. I do think the Bills, though, end up winning the game. I think the Bills are my favorite to come out of the AFC. I think the Rams have an opportunity to run it back. But is anybody somewhat concerned about this Matthew Stafford injury? According to reports that I just saw come out today, Stafford had surgery this offseason on his elbow. That's not ideal. Barely played at all throughout all of training camp. And we're expecting him to just be okay and start winging it. Some concerns about Matthew Stafford. Now, when it comes down to the Bills, offensive line, a little bit suspect, even though Deion Dawkins, T for Temple U, shout out to him. I went to college with Deion, but the offensive line is a little bit porous, and the ground game has really been their biggest downfall over the last couple of years. That's what's kept them from truly breaking through and becoming that legitimate Super Bowl contender. But Josh Allen, he is stupid good. We know that. Anything else? I lived in Roy, Washington for 5 years. Wow. Are we saying where we're from? If so, Oakland, California. Hey, let's do it. Where are you watching from right now? Where are you watching from? Let us know in the comment section. We'll give you some shout-outs here. A lot of familiar areas in which I'm very familiar with. Ben Salem Township, I know it. Levittown, that was Spirit Hunter with Ben Salem. Subvet Steve is in Levittown. Carson, Las Vegas, that's awesome. North Philly, David, used to live on 19th and Cecil B. Moore when I was going to Temple. Watching from New Mexico, from Aeneas. Your boy Crazy, Virginia. D.C. Bird Gang, my sister lives in D.C. Cumberland, Rhode Island from Sports Fan. Abington, PA from your boy. I know some people from Abington. Colorado Springs, I was born in Littleton, Colorado, Alexander. Enemy Territory in Dallas from Tim. That's where we're at right now. South Philly, losing hope with humanity. Owenton, Maryland. Dallas from Brandon. You know, it's funny. There are a lot of Eagles fans in Dallas, I've noticed. Montana, bro, from Paul. Houston Texans, Ryan Rowe. A few hours from us. Fifth, or is it Piff? If you're smoking on that Piff, good for you. Durham, North Carolina. Chase, nice name. Orlando, Florida. See, that's what's cool. Eagles country. Let's fly. Everybody tuned in from all across the globe. We're 7 likes away, by the way, from 100 likes. Kickoff almost here. If you're stoked for the season to start, hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We're going to tell you to do that once more coming up around the corner. Chase, where do you live? Your boy Crazy. I'm from Westchester. Went to Temple. Now I live in Dallas. Before this, I worked in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Aeneas, Eagles Worldwide. ATM, diehard fan of what we do. He's got those noties on for sure, too. Driving to Columbus, Ohio from this mother trucker. I imagine you're a trucker. If that's the case, safe travels on the road. It'd be hilarious if someone said North Korea. A lot of people tune in from South Korea. I do know that. North Korea, though, that'd be a little bit difficult to do. Not sure if they have internet. It's Scooby. Jacksonville, North Carolina. See, that's what's cool. People tuned in from all across the globe. Hell yeah, I do, Chase, have those noties on from ATM. Yes, sir. When's the Eagles prediction? Are you just joining the program? I already gave my Eagles prediction. For the Lions game, at least. I said they're going to win 28-24. Season prediction, that's coming up after we do this mailbag. So last call, get those questions in. Hashtag Eagles if you want to be guaranteed to be featured on the show. Super chat us. Mailbag coming up right now. Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. Coming away on Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports, I'm your host, Chase Senior. Going to take all of the questions from the Bird Gang, but first, kickoff is almost here. Sunday, the start of the 2022 season for the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you're stoked and excited for it, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. We begin this mailbag with this question coming in from the homie Joey E. Is there a realistic scenario that we can still trade for Jessie Bates? I'd say with Howie Roseman as the general manager for this football team, anything is possible because he's one of the more aggressive and active general managers in the sport. Now, when it comes down to financials, he is playing under the franchise tag, so he is pretty expensive. And right now, the Eagles among those teams who have some of the least cap space. So there would have to be some type of a financial move to take place to trade for Jessie Bates. But I'll tell you this, I don't think it happens, but Jessie Bates, C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the back end with this linebacking core, Darius Slay, James Bradbury, and this offensive line, that's a good Eagles defense right there, as long as Jonathan Gannon doesn't choke. Next one coming in from Sammy Sanchez. If Hurts plays well, what position, defensive end, safety, etc., do you think the Eagles should draft in the first round, and do you like any particular players coming out of next year's draft? It's a good question. I think defensive line is where the Eagles will go. I always think that ideally they prioritize if they don't have an area of need elsewhere. Historically, going back to Joe Banner, nowadays with Howie Roseman, they love their offensive linemen, especially tackles, but they're probably set with Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata, barring injury. Defensive end, though, is really where the Eagles are somewhat lacking when you project into the future. Derek Barnett is what he is at this point. I think he's a second-string defensive end who can get some pretty quality quarterback pressures and quarterback hits. He's not going to be that big sack guy, and he'll never live up to the expectations of being that first-round pick. Brandon Graham is entering year 13, coming off a torn Achilles. He said he wants to play a couple more years, and he feels great. And I want to see him end his career in midnight green. But you have to start planning for the future. And you have to start compiling your team to win right now, but also construct it to win in the future. And that's where some of those priority positions come into play. Safety, yes, but I'm not taking a safety early in the draft. I'll probably go late in that first round at the earliest. You can get some really good second-round safeties. But defensive end, that's the position that I'm honing in on. As for guys that I'm really looking at, I mean, Will Anderson is like the best defensive player in the draft out of Alabama. Other edge rushers, though, I got to look at more college football, and then we'll check back in a couple of months to see who rises up. LA, what's good, brother? Where do you rank our receiving core against the rest of the league? It's pretty damn good. Now, the wide receiver position has become as deep as ever and as talented as ever. And I think that's why a lot of teams in the NFL are electing to trade away a Tyreek Hill, trade away a DeVonta Adams, because of course those players are special and they can change the complexion of a game. But at the same time, you're paying both of those guys in the neighborhood of $30 million on an average annual value basis. If you can find a wide receiver, first or second round, like a Jamar Chase, like a Justin Jefferson, you are paying them on their rookie contracts 3 to 4 years a fraction of the price of what you're paying for a Tyreek Hill, DeVonta Adams, and you're getting just as much, if not more production. And year in, year out, not only are you finding really good wide receivers at excellent value in the first round, you can get really good cats in the second and third rounds as well. So I think that's a little bit of a change of philosophy in terms of front offices. As for the Eagles receiving core, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins is underrated. I think he's actually going to get paid potentially. And then Zach Pascal. What I'm concerned about is that the Eagles really only have 4 wide receivers on the 53, on the opening day roster. Are they going to run a lot of 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets with only 4 active wide receivers? Somewhat of a concern. Zach Pascal as your 4 is great. because I think he's a really solid player who has familiarity with Nick Sirianni's offense. I'd say that the Eagles are like on the cusp of being a top 10 receiving core in the NFL, but there are so many good ones to choose from. Sports fan Mark, is it disrespectful the Eagles are only 4-point favorites against the Lions? No, I don't think so. In fact, I'm not sure I'm touching this game. I think the Eagles win by 4, maybe a field goal. I think this game is actually going to be pretty close. And I think that 4-point line is indicative of Vegas and the odds makers thinking that this Lions team is actually pretty good. And Trace, can we pull up that quote graphic of the chat stats if possible? Because a lot of upsets happen week 1. And this has been a trend that's actually been growing over the last couple of years. And then, Trace, you can go to that player card L3 as well for the Lions. 2021, NFL underdogs won 37% of games straight up, highest rate since 2015. Week 1 of last year, historic for underdogs, 12 covers, the most by week 1 dogs in the Super Bowl era, 9 outright wins, tied for the most over during that stretch, and then 10 home dogs this week, and the Lions are one of them. And it would not actually surprise me if the Lions upset the Birds. Last year, 2-6 in one-score games, 1-4 in games decided by a field goal or less. So that shows you that the Lions were in a lot of games last year. They only won 3, but they were at least competitive. And I think this game is going to be really competitive as well, especially considering you don't have tape on these teams because it is week 1. Speaking of this game on Sunday, who do you think is going to be the standout star? The player who rises up and gets the quote-unquote game ball from head coach Nick Sirianni? Let me know right now in the comment section. Your boy Crazy Colin, do you honestly think that Hurts has the potential to be that guy yet for us, or do you think we trade for someone like Bryce Young? Now, Howie Roseman has certainly planned for the future. He has compiled a lot of draft assets where if Jalen Hurts doesn't play well this year, then he can put those assets together to move up in the draft. But I think that Bryce Young is probably going to go number 1 overall. At least he's my favorite quarterback in this class ahead of C.J. Stroud. A lot of people like to knock Bryce Young for his size, and he is a little bit thin. But I think Bryce Young is a better quarterback, throws with anticipation, throws with accuracy and touch, and you can't really teach those things. And nowadays, quarterbacks are protected more than they've ever been. So I think drafting Bryce Young might be hard, but can you go after a Will Levis maybe in the middle of the first round? I do think that Jalen Hurts has that potential. I think that Hurts is kind of like a mini Lamar Jackson light for a fantasy play. He's fantastic because even during a bad game, he's going to run and he's going to throw and he's going to combine for like 2 to 4, 5 combined rushing and passing touchdowns. Has to take that next step as a passer. I mean, 61% completion percentage last year, not great. But does the acquisition and addition of A.J. Brown help him? I hope so, because the pieces are certainly there for him to have a big year. And if he does, he'll get the bag. Ozzy, what game are you most excited for, Chase? A lot of good ones on the schedule. The NFC East games are always great against the Cowboys and against the Giants. Going up against Carson Wentz, that's going to be a lot of fun. The non-NFC East matchups, you know, it's kind of hard to determine. Green Bay Packers at home, that's going to be a really good litmus test. That's about 3/4 through the season. So I would say that because you always want to measure yourself up against some of the best opponents. Well, I think he's talking Eagles, not just NFL. This upcoming week, yeah, Browns-Panthers, as producer Trey said, it's going to be a pretty good game. Trey Lance against Justin Fields. I mean, how about Bucks-Cowboys? And then tonight, Thursday night, as we record this, I mean, Rams-Bills. It's one of the better Week 1 games. Eagles-Saints with CD Deuce, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, another good one. So, Ozzy, we're giving you options because, like Sam Hinkie, we like optionality. Now, Eagles fans, I want you to listen closely. Appreciate all of you for supporting the show. And we want to give back to some of our loyal subscribers. Do you want a free Philadelphia Eagles jersey? Here's how it happens. If you head to chatsports.com/EaglesBet, that's our sportsbook partner, BetUS, and you enter the promo code Eagles125, you sign up and deposit at least $100, you get a 125% deposit back. What that means is you turn $100 into $225 to game with. Then all you have to do is make a bet of any kind, any variety. And then email us that you followed all those steps, jersey@chatsports.com. And we will send you a free Philadelphia Eagles jersey. That's the information if you want to screenshot it. Here's more information further. It's chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Promo code Eagles125. Couple of jerseys that we can guarantee you. Men, women, kids jerseys, and then, of course, the midnight green, the white jerseys, as well as the black jerseys. Jalen Hurts available. Jason Kelce. A.J. Brown also available, and the Slim Reaper, DeVonta Smith. A couple of older players, but we can't always make a promise depending on the availability of those guys because they're not currently playing for the squad. But either way, free jersey, thanks to our friends at Fanatics from BetUS. You see it's the Nike jersey right there. Jersey@chatsports.com. Email us. Let us know that you followed all those steps. Dan Rudolph. Who is your favorite Eagle? Oh, it's Brian Dawkins. It's no doubt Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins is my favorite Philadelphia Eagle. In fact, I have a Brian Dawkins little figurine type thing on my desk. I'm going to ask somebody to bring it in. Anyway, Chase McGuire, we'll go to his question. Dan Rudolph, I got something for you. You want to get that, Trace? Yeah, Trace will go get it. Let's answer this question from Chase McGuire. What is your biggest concern about the Eagles? I think it comes down to Jalen Hurts. Is he going to take that next step as a passer? And if he doesn't, what's going to happen at the quarterback position? Are people going to be crying for Gardner Minshew? We know that this organization does have a long history of some great backups. Thanks, man. Coy Detmer back in the day, A.J. Feely, Jeff Garcia, Michael Vick. So Nick Foles, obviously the most legendary of them all. There's been a lot of good backup quarterbacks who have provided this team with a lot of great moments. Gardner Minshew, I think, is good for a couple of games. I'm not sure he's a long, sustained starter. So I'd go quarterback and then safety as well. C.J. Gardner-Johnson hasn't played there a lot. And then, you go to Marcus Epps. He's still really, really unproven. So safety and quarterback for me. Outside of that, I think this Eagles team pretty deep. And then the fact that they really only have 4 wide receivers, a little bit of a concern. Let's go back to Dan Rudolph here. B-Doc, man. You asked who my favorite Eagle was? I have this on my desk because Brian Dawkins epitomized what it's like and what all players should aspire to be as a Philadelphia Eagle. And then he attacked the game and life the way that everybody should. Fearless, with some swagger, with some confidence, and with a lot of passion. So Brian Dawkins, my favorite Eagle. He's actually my screensaver as well. There you go. Brian Dawkins, all-time Eagle. I live and die with 20, man. If you're subscribed to Philadelphia Eagles now, appreciate all of your support. The goal for us, 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Help us get there. If you're subscribed, type real one. If you're not subscribed, you ain't alive. Hit that red sub button and then type real one roll call. Let's ride. Ryan Rowe, do you see the wide receivers slot paying more production and more competition to playing both special teams, punt returners, and first team reps? I'm not sure what you're trying to say here, Ryan. Let me try to simplify this. Do you see the wide receivers playing more production or competition to playing both on special teams, punt returners? I'm not, Trace, do you know what he's trying to ask? I'm trying to decipher it here. Do I see wide receivers playing special teams? Potentially. Now with Jalen Reagor traded, I'm not sure what's going to happen with punt and kick returner. Boston Scott will probably be that guy. I'm not sure if there's a wide receiver on the roster, though, who's going to play special teams. Hopefully I answered your question there. $2 Super Chat coming in from Alexander. Thank you so much for your donation. It allows us to grow our staff here at Chat Sports. When I started here March 1 of last year, I was the 8th employee. Now we just made 3 more hires, and we have 20 employees. So your Super Chats do go a long way. Also, if you're a member of the military now or you were, appreciate your service. I see the profile picture right there. I did that and never heard back reading the jerseys. Well, we just trotted out this jersey deal, so we will get back to you. You send us that email, jersey@chatsports.com, and we will get back to you. We're not going to get back to you right away because we want to wait for a lot of emails to come in, but we will get back to you eventually. I do promise you that, so keep an eye out for that. Elijah coming in with this one, 2004 Eagles versus 2018 Eagles. Who is the better team top down? Well, it's the 2017 Eagles. They won the Super Bowl in the 2018 calendar year. Man, that's really tough. I mean, the defense was better in 2004. That defense was loaded. Javon Curse, Jeremiah Trotter, Brian Dawkins, obviously. I mean, their corners were really good. You still had Troy Vincent, Lito Shepherd. The offense was pretty legit with T.O., Brian Westbrook, Trey Thomas, John Runyon. So that's a really tough question. Chad Lewis missed the Super Bowl after he got hurt in the NFC Championship game. It's tough, man. I mean, different eras of football, too. I'd probably go 2004 because can you imagine what Brian Westbrook would be able to do in nowadays NFL? Terrell Owens as well, and Donovan McNabb if he could have just played with those guys for more than 1 year in T.O.'s case. So let me lean 2004, but 2017 team, man, they got it done, and they won that ring dethroning Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. $10 super chat from DeAdrian. He didn't even say anything, and he just sent us in a donation during our live show. DeAdrian, cheers to you, my bro. You are an absolute real one. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate your support. Ozzy, who would you want as a solid fifth wide receiver if we were to drop a player and have a chance at signing one? Honestly, they have some pretty good wide receivers on the practice squad. Deion Kane, Devin Allen. I think Britton Covey is more of a specialist. I don't think he's a wide receiver in this league. I do think he can be a returner, and I think if he occupies a 53-man roster, that's okay. Wide receivers out there, you want to sign Odell Beckham Jr.? It's a pretty damn good name out there who could come to the Eagles for cheap. Ian Benjamin, chances Bradbury gets re-signed. I hope so. I mean, he signed a pretty affordable deal, and if he plays well, I think the Eagles try to bring him back. I mean, he's still somewhat young. Darius Slay, James Bradbury, that's a really good 1-2 punch at that corner spot. Avonte Maddox, he is certainly capable. And I think this Eagles team really just topped the bottom. Of course, some question marks. Jalen Hurts, safety spot, depth pieces at some areas. But, man, this team is really, really stacked, and that's a credit to what Howie Roseman has been able to do. I lied to you. We're actually going to have one more question on the mailbag. Let's pop it up here momentarily. Producer Trace, boom, here we go. ATM, real one, you already know the deal. We really need a solid, healthy running back. See, that's another question mark that this team has. The lack of a power back. So something else to keep an eye out for. Sanders has been so heavily unreliable with his health, which is sad because I love him as a player. Imagine a Saquon and Miles reunion. That sounds good in theory, ATM, and I do appreciate that. Yes, running back a little bit of a concern. Yes, you're right on Miles Sanders. Splash plays, explosive plays, where you're like, holy shit, this guy is special. And then he goes down with those nagging soft tissue injuries. The problem with Saquon Barkley, his base salary is more than $10 million per year. And I think that's way too expensive for a running back. My team philosophy, never pay a running back more than $10 million. And if you do, I think that's awful. That's what the Dallas Cowboys did with Zeke. He's not even the best running back on that roster, type F Dallas. Tony Pollard is the better back. And I think you can just find quality running backs mid to late rounds, undrafted free agents, and then cheap in free agency as well. All right, good stuff. Really good questions that came in. Doesn't surprise me at all because the football acumen from Eagles fans, the best among all fan bases in the NFL. What'd you say? Yeah, that was a long one. Fuck it. Nah, it's all good. Kara, I'm convinced Penn State boys are not very durable. I'll tell you what, Kara, Penn State, under James Franklin, they've developed some really good pro players. Yeah, Penn State could not beat Arkansas, and I knew they weren't going to, Trace, who went to Arkansas, the Harvard of Arkansas, by the way. I knew Penn State wasn't beating Arkansas. They couldn't match up with them physicality-wise, and they didn't. They got thumped. If you're subscribed to Eagles Now, it's time. Real one roll call. If you're a real one, that means that you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, that means that you're a real one. Also, we are $39 away from $100 in Super Chats. $39 away from $100 in Super Chats. I told you, if we get there, I'm singing the No One Likes Us song. You heard it here. No One Likes a Song is getting sang, as well as the Fly Eagles Fly theme song. How about that? And I shotgun a beer. So 2 songs and a shotgun if we get $39 more in Super Chats. I think we can get there, Eagles fans, because we still have one segment left to go. Adrian, he is a real one. We're going to go through a couple of the people saying real one. Chase McGuire, he's a real one. Nice name too, my homie. Tyrone Johnson, real one. Is that a play on, oh no, that's Tyrone Biggums from Dave Chappelle. Chappelle Show back in the day, great show. Isaiah Stokes, appreciate you. 92 Philly Law, dreads looking fresh, man. I actually asked my mom when I was growing up if I could have cornrows or dreads, and she didn't let me. She didn't let me grow my hair out to do that. Kara Poole, we know that she's a real one. Might have to make her a mod at some point. Alexander, thanks for answering my chat. Go Birds, F Dallas, I got you. And if you have any questions, Alexander, hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Chase_Senior. Trace, you can show the Instagram and Twitter handles if we have them. And if you have any questions, just let me know. We will get back to everybody who sends us an email about the jersey deal that we have going on with BetUS. DeAdrian, another $10 super chat. Okay. Oh, 20 from Losing Hope with Humanity. Let's get to 100, guys and girls. Well, we're $5 away. We're $5 away from 100, and we're singing. We're having a blast, and I'm doing another shotgun. Let's go. I'm going to finish my beer for those super chats that came in. A few more real ones. Trace, filter through them as I chug the rest of this beer. Paul Eberly, real one, brother. Kai, don't call him Kai Soto. He's a chat sports legend. The real ones know. Type in real one as well. Hey! Pass 100. Okay, here's the deal. And Trace owes a shot. Let's go! Hey, if we get to $200 in super chats, we will bring in Abby, our new hire, and she'll do a beer bong. She'll do a beer bong. I didn't tell her that. I am suggesting that she comes on to do a beer bong. If we get to $200 in super chats, some work to do. $75 away. But a lot of super chats to get to. There was that $20 one that came in. That was from Elijah. This one coming in from ATM. Appreciate you. Elijah with 20. And was there another one? No? Okay, so here's the deal. The No One Likes Us song. It does include some F-bombs. So should I say the F-bomb on air, or do we have kids watching? So F-bombs included, type Y. No F-bomb, type N. I do want to respect our viewers with this, because I don't want to annoy people, and if they're watching with kids, that wouldn't be great. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of yeses because I know my city of Philadelphia. Your boys said, who cares? I have not seen an N yet in the chat. If they know the song, then they know it swears. This is true. Alexander typing real one. Ray Oid typing Y. Yes, this is Philly, man. Nobody likes us from 92 Philly Law. Trace, just come on right away and take this shot. Producer Trace had said $25 super chat. He's taking a shot. So this is the Trace and Chase show. Eagles Now, Chat Sports. We're partying because it's Thursday and the NFL season starts tonight. Let's go, Trizzy. Let's ride. Woo! All right. So everybody said yes for the F-bombs. So that's what we have to do. And I will shotgun this other beer after we do our season prediction segment. So I'll shotgun the beer after our final segment for the show because we have one more left to get to. But right now I'll do the No One Likes Us song, and then I'll also do the Fly Eagles Fly theme song. All right? Here we go. No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly, no one likes us, we don't care. No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly, no one likes us, we don't care. Let's go, clap it up. A, B, C, D, or F. Give me a grade. Another super chat coming in. Dawkins Hero 20. Yes, sir. Let's go. Dawkins Hero, you are my hero. You're awesome. Love this. Real one. Trace, if we want to flash the real one shirts, that's in Fanatics too. If you guys want to get a real one shirt, We'll pass that link along, by the way. A++ from ATM. Dan Rudolph going A+. Your boy, Crazy Colin Chase, great voice, going America's Got Talent. Spirit Hunter, happy NFL starting day. Birds are going to be really good. Have you took singing classes? A+ from Iron Missile. What up, Iron Missile? Good to hear from you again. Voice of an Angel, losing hope with humanity. Are you on SoundCloud from Sports Fan? A from Dawkins Hero. If only Todd Gurley was still in the NFL, dude, his knees are zapped, unfortunately. Had that great year in 2017. After that, it was all downhill for him. PR's Tavern, Go Birds, 92 Philly Law, A+. Anthony Allen, what's up, fam? What's good, my G? Dawkins Hero, I see ya. Gabriel Clark, gonna sing that at the game. Hey, as I said, now we are, let's see, $65 away from new hire Abby coming on and doing a beer bong. $10 coming in from Alexander again, calling it the Abby Fund. Beer bonging. Let's go, Abby. By the way, here are our Real One shirts. You saw me wearing this earlier this week. Chatsports.com/Real One. You can get your Real One shirts today. Available in black as well as Kelly green, too. All you have to do, plug in that link at the bottom of your screen. It's chatsports.com/Real One. You can get your Real One shirts today if you're a part of the movement. A Real One, somebody who's about that life. Somebody who's a grinder, a hustler, who goes about their daily lives with passion. Oh! Yeah! Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, 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 fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go! All right, I got to do that Super Chat shotgun now.
Let's go!
And we're $5 away from 200. 5 away from 200, and that goes toward the Abby
Should we make
Fund,
a deal?
so.
If somebody sends a $5 Super Chat before you finish this beer, I'll do a beer bong.
How about that?
You got $5
Super Chat before I finish the shotgun. Then
like
Trace will do a beer bong against Abby, and it'll be a competition, and we'll run it back from yesterday.
Oh, 100%.
There we go.
100%. You got like 6 seconds, though. Senior is fastest shotgun.
Hey! Let's go! Woo! 200. 200.
F down, F down, F down, F down, F down, F down, F down.
It's a Thirsty Thursday
And
party. ATM, let's go!
Woo!
Hey!
Let's roll!
Let's go!
Let's go!
No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. Let's go.
Chug. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Let's
Chase.
go.
Come on, man. That's it. All right, I'm going to go get the beer bong real quick. I'll go get the beer bong. I owe that.
John, I appreciate that compliment. And tell Abby, by the way, that she did not volunteer.
She's doing that.
But we have $225 in Super Chats.
Okay, chat, do y'all agree work is about making sacrifices?
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Tom McFarland, I want to drink now too. Hey, if anybody has a drink out there, or if you want to start drinking and you send me a selfie and you tweet it to me at Chase_Senior, don't DM me, just tweet it to me, I'll get you featured on the show. Abby's in a meeting. Okay, we'll get her at some point. In the meantime, Trace, he will do his beer bong in the meantime. So we have a couple of employees who are starting this week. They're in training. So we still have one segment left on the show, Eagles record predictions. So that's what we'll do coming down the road. Damn, I don't have Twitter. How about IG? Send it to me on IG, Dawkins Hero. Can you sing that song if you're from Carlisle? Of course, man. If you're an Eagles fan, no doubt. due to the singing, just ordered a real one shirt, Iron Missile. Yeah! Oh, Tom McFarlane, $11 for AJ. J, as he spelled it. We'll get that featured on the screen here. Tom McFarlane, AJ. Let's go. We accept it all from Kara. She knows what's up. I like Thomas, but you're better, Chase. Donnell. Thank you, man. Hey, I bring the passion, and I care about you guys as the fans, because I'm one of them, and I care about this football team. At 5 years old, walked into my house, Westchester, Pennsylvania. I turned on the TV. It was Comcast Sportsnet, which is now NBC Sports Philadelphia, and I said, that's what I want to do. And then I listened to Harry Callis call Phillies games, and I said, I want to be a sports broadcaster. Swing it a drive, deep right center field. It's got a chance. It's outta here. Home run, Trace Gerard. That's my Harry Callis impression / impersonation. All right, so got producer Trace here. Spirit Hunter, happy to extend my greetings to the new employees. That was great from Kara. Thank you. All right, Trace getting ready to do this beer bong.
I love that we're ordering real one shirts based off of
Oh,
our
it's awesome. Hey, people getting real one shirts just because of our singing.
We've been saying that the Eagles now needs a live show.
Yes. And now we finally have it here. At Chase_senior is the IG name. I'll put both of my handles in the chat. Let's see here. Let me pull up my social media handles. Let's see. There we go. At Chase_senior. Twitter and IG. It's the same one on both. All right, here's Trace.
F Dallas.
Beer bong time. F Dallas. Even though we live here, who cares? There we go. In the chat, Twitter and IG. Producer Trace. Easy money. Let's ride.
Hey, Cowboys fan, can never.
Comcast Sportsnet. It's been a long time since I've been on the East Coast, Bank 60. Yeah, NBC Sports Philly now, but the OG Comcast Sportsnet, Michael Barkan, Leslie Goodell, Neil Hartman, Ron Burke. Those were some legends back in the day. Now, shoot, they should have hired me like 3 years ago, and I applied there. ATM, $5. Oh, this is good. ATM, get Jason Kelsey on the Shotgun Beers. That's actually a pretty good point.
Could you imagine? That would be insane.
So, can you give me a mental note before we sign off on the show to pop up this super chat, and then I'm going to shotgun a beer. Then we're going to tag Jason Kelsey to try to get him on Philadelphia Eagles now. Yeah, definitely. Let's do that. We'll do that after the record prediction. But we'll send that to Jason Kelsey on Twitter. Maybe since I'm somehow verified on Twitter, he'll see it, and maybe we can get Jason Kelsey on the show. That'd be a game changer. ATM, good thinking by you. That's awesome. Spirit Hunter said, oh my gosh, that will be so much fun. It would be. Jason Kelsey is like, yo, Brian Dawkins is my favorite Eagle. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Now that I think about it, Jason Kelsey might be number 2. Here it is. Pop up that L3. Jason Kelsey, let's shotgun a beer. ATM with the $5 super chat. We're going to celebrate this after the record prediction because we still have one more segment left to go. And I want to be able to get through and function during our record prediction because I'm excited to break that down. That's what's coming up next. It's so funny how we've had like 20 minutes in between segments because we've been partying here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. You guys are the best, man. Shoot, taking over this channel has been absolutely awesome.
I just want to
so
say,
damn cool.
I also want to just say thanks for not being Cowboys fans. Like, thanks for being like competent and normal human beings.
Yeah.
Like, that's just all we can ask for.
Yep. So, why want Hink makes a good point. So, who voted for the Lions upset? They should ban the hater, I think is what you meant to say. That's a good point. 293 votes, right? Who gets the win on Sunday? Eagles go Birds 93%. 7% of people actually went with the Detroit Lions. It was probably Micro Mike and maybe not many other people. But Micro Mike's a real one. Just edit followed Trace for his last comment. Nice. There we go. Hey, Alexander, $10. We will get Abby. Yeah, we'll get that on the screen, Alexander. Serving our country. Let's go. We need Abby. Senior, you're great, but need a new beer bong person. We'll get her. Well,
hold on.
Well, he was talking about me.
My beer bong?
Yeah, well, Trace was great.
What's wrong with my beer bong?
Trace gets a solid B+ for the beer bong.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. So remember, we got
nonsense.
2 things that we got to get to before we hop on out of here. Again, record prediction is coming up. We got to get Jason Kelsey shotgun from me, and then we got to get Abby on. And if Abby comes on, I mean, you kind of have to do the beer bong with her. So that's the deal. Okay, coming up next on the show, stay tuned. If you're just hopping in, you're probably like, what are these people doing? Shotgunning beers, beer bonging beers. It's Thirsty Thursday, and the NFL season starts tonight, and we ain't never scared here because we're from Philly. No one likes us. We don't care. Coming up next, record prediction. Also going to take an entire look at the upcoming Eagles schedule. That's what's coming up right now on Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'll show you that I'm built different because I've shotgunned 2 beers. I've had 2 others, and we're going to keep it moving. Let's go. This is Philadelphia Eagles Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Chase Senior. Coming your way on today's show, a final record prediction with the season getting underway on Sunday on the road against the Detroit Lions. And we'll also take a look at the Eagles schedule to see who they play and when they play. So without further ado, let's get it cracking. This is the Eagles schedule in case you missed it or in case you just need a refresher. That's what we're here for. That's why you subscribe to the channel. Week 1, obviously on the road to start the season against the Detroit Lions. Week 2, Minnesota Vikings. That's a home opener in South Philadelphia from Lincoln Financial Field. Week 3, Carson Wentz makes his return to Philadelphia in the Washington Commanders uniform. Week 4, Dougie P. So back-to-back weeks, you get first Carson Wentz, who without him, the Eagles wouldn't have won the Super Bowl in 2017, should have won the MVP if he didn't tear up his knee. And then the following week, it's Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence coming to the link. Week 5, pretty difficult game on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. Week 6, divisional play gets underway once again against the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles bye this year a little bit early, and I'd prefer it to be around week 9. It is week 7, is their bye week, and then week 8, an in-state rivalry game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the fan base is a little bit conflicted about the Pittsburgh Steelers actually being a rival. First of all, they have 6 Super Bowls, I believe. Eagles have 1, and that's not to shade the great city of Philadelphia and this incredible franchise, but that's like the standard of the NFL. And to have an in-state rivalry game, it is fun to kind of battle back and forth between Pittsburgh. And in regular season games, Eagles have had a lot of success against Pittsburgh. We keep it moving on this schedule. On the docket next week 9, Houston Texans, Thursday Night Football. That is a short week, and that is somewhat of a theme for Philadelphia. They don't have a lot of long travels that they have to make throughout this year. Some short weeks, though. Week 9 is one of them. Week 10, Washington Commanders, Monday Night Football. That game at home. Week 11, against the Indianapolis Colts on the road. Frank Reich, former offensive coordinator with Matt Ryan as his quarterback. I think the Colts are actually going to be one of the more surprise teams in the NFL in 2022. Week 12, you welcome Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP, to Lincoln Financial Field. Good litmus test to see where the Eagles are at this point in the season in the NFC. Week 13, home against the Tennessee Titans. I think the Titans are one of those teams that are going to take a step down. They've been really successful last couple of years under Mike Vrabel, who I think is one of the more underrated coaches in the league. But A.J. Brown revenge game here. I am so here for it. Week 14, at MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands against the Giants. Week 15, back-to-back roadies, this time against the Chicago Bears. And then the Eagles round out the regular season on the road, AT&T Stadium, against the Dallas Cowboys at Jerry World. Week 17 against the New Orleans Saints at home. And then Week 18 at home against the New York Giants. So you have 2 divisional games the last 3 weeks, 2 home games, though, in a stretch that's going to be important for the Birds as they figure to be competing for a spot in the NFC playoff race. Before we get to my final prediction for the Eagles record here this upcoming season, do want to hear from all of you right now in the comment section. What do you think the Eagles record will be this upcoming season? Let me know. And remember, 17 games now just like last year. So keep that in mind when you do the simple math. Before we get to that record prediction, do you want a free Philadelphia Eagles jersey? That's right, a free Philadelphia Eagles jersey. You have to follow all these steps here to my right. Our sportsbook partner, BetUS, that's where it's at. You head to chatsports.com/EaglesBet, enter the promo code Eagles125, sign up, deposit at least $100. But when you do that, you get an additional $125 back. That's $225 to game with. You make a bet of any variety. It can be on Eagles-Lions. It can be a futures bet for the Eagles to win the NFC East. By the way, favorites now to win the division. Then after you follow all those steps, email us, jersey@chatsports.com. We'll get back to you over the next few days or so. We're going to expect to get a lot of responses coming. So let's get those responses in, and then we'll respond to you. We've had some questions about that. One more time, it is BetUS, chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Promo code Eagles125 for that 125% deposit bonus. And a lot of the jerseys that we can guarantee are available. There's some of the Nike jerseys from Fanatics, DeVonta Smith, A.J. Brown, Jason Kelce, Jalen Hurts. We'll filter through some of those. White jerseys, midnight green, black as well. Some old school Eagles, but we can't promise those because they're not always readily available. But either way, email us that you followed all those steps, jersey@chatsports.com, and we will get you set up with a free Eagles jersey to get geared up, swagged up, and swagged out for the 2022 season. Okay, now we shift gears to my record prediction for the Birds this year. Week 1 against the Lions, they're 4-point favorites. I think this game is actually going to be pretty close. I do think the Eagles win, but it's not going to be a blowout like it was last year because I think the Lions going to be a little bit more competitive. I think this is a 3 or 4 point game. My score prediction, 28-24. Birds start off 1-0. Week 2. They come back to Lincoln Financial Field, South Philadelphia, for their home opener. And I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to be one of the best teams in the NFC this year. This is a good early test, and there's no harm in losing this game. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. I think he's a glorified quarterback in this league. But Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, a good defense. It's going to be a huge test, and I think the Eagles fall in a close loss to Minnesota. But then they bounce back week 3 on the road at the joke of a stadium that is FedEx Field against Carson Wentz, against the Washington Commanders, and they win this game going away by about 7 to 10 points to move to 2-1 on the year. Week 4, Dougie P., the legend, fearless, comes back to Philly in his return to the city of brotherly love. I think the Jaguars are actually going to be a pretty solid team this year. It would not surprise me, actually, if they made the playoffs with Trevor Lawrence taking a step, how they've compiled and constructed that roster. I think the Eagles win this game, though. So now, after 4 games in the 2022 season, my record for the Philadelphia Eagles after the first month of games, it's 3-1. And the Eagles get off to an ideal, pretty solid start after 4 games to put themselves in a position where they have some flexibility and they have some wiggle room. Let's keep it moving here because that's what we do. The real ones know. Week 5, on the road, Arizona Cardinals. The Eagles, they never tend to play well on the road against the Cardinals. Jalen Hurts lost that game a couple of years ago in which his numbers were stupid. You go back to the 2008 NFC Championship game. That one was a crusher. Kevin Curtis should have been a PI call. Man, that brings back bad memories. I was at Chicky and Pete's in South Philly, and I was crying after the Eagles lost the NFC Championship game. That's kind of the end of the Donovan McNabb, Andy Reid era. It's all good, though. The Cardinals start off seasons hot, then they flutter toward the end. They lose this game. But then they rebound once again, and that's going to be one of the storylines of this season, in my opinion. Resiliency from the Birds. Week 6, at home against the Cowboys, who I don't think are going to be that good this year. Offensive line questions, outside of CD Lamb, serious questions at wide receiver. For the first time, Dak Prescott is not going to have a good offensive line, and because of that, potentially not a good ground game. I think he's going to struggle at some points this year. I think he is kind of like in that Kirk Cousins level. Eagles beat the Cowboys week 6, and it's going to feel oh so good. Week 7 is the Philadelphia Eagles bye week, so they have some time here to rest and then gear up for what figures to be a big stretch run for this football team, because you have to imagine that with the way that this roster has been built by general manager Howie Roseman, they're going to be a good team. And according to me, they're off to a pretty good start here. In Week 7, they get that bye week to take a little bit of a breather. We shift gears now to Week 8. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in-state rivalry, and they win this game. Mitchell Trubisky ain't it. Maybe it's Kenny Pickett at this point. Mike Tomlin has never had a season below 500. I don't think this is going to be a below 500 season. But the Eagles, they're going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers because at the end of the day, they're the better football team in Pennsylvania. So now after 7 games, we're still sitting pretty here for the Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles country, let's fly. 5-2 record for the Eagles after 7 games as we are approaching the halfway point of the season. You take a look at the Eagles' schedule already, and we already did break it down. Which game among all 17 of these are you looking most forward to? Pittsburgh Steelers, Green Bay Packers as the out-of-division games, and then, of course, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants within the division. Week 9, this is going to be a short week for the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. Houston Texans are not going to be a good football team. I actually think Davis Mills is somewhat underrated. Eagles take down the Texans on Thursday Night Football in front of a national audience with Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit calling the game on Amazon. Week 10, Commanders at home. Carson Wentz coming back to Philadelphia. I imagine he's going to get booed just because of how his tenure ended. It's actually pretty funny. On Wednesday's show, I had said type 11 for A.J. Brown so we can forget about Carson Wentz. So many people were like, Chase, why are you ripping Carson Wentz? He helped win us the Super Bowl. He did. Without him, Eagles don't win the Super Bowl. I was kind of being sarcastic, but his tenure ended in a pretty disastrous fashion. Either way, this game ends in disastrous fashion for Carson Wentz. Birds take it. Week 11. On the road against the Indianapolis Colts. And with the acquisition of Matt Ryan, I just think this team is better set up for success as compared to last year when they had Carson Wentz as the quarterback. It's going to be a difficult game on the road. I do think the Eagles lose this, but it doesn't really matter because it's an AFC opponent. Week 12, though. This is going to be a game where I believe 2 of the top teams in the NFC are going to meet at Lincoln Financial Field. And while the Packers are down at that wide receiver spot, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. He's still playing elite football, and their offensive line is great. Their running back core is phenomenal. Their defense could be one of the best in the league. It's going to be a tough matchup against Philly. They measure up against one of the top teams in the NFC to see where they are at this point in the year, and they drop a close one. So after 11 games, the Eagles, they lose 2 of their last 4, as evidence here to my right, but they're 7-4 at the end of the day, going into the stretch run, week 13 through 17 on, with an opportunity to still win this division and claim a good seed in the NFC. An NFC that is certainly loaded from top to bottom with some really quality teams. As I said a little bit earlier, I think the Titans are going to take a little bit of a step back. And I think they're not going to be as good as they were last year when they were actually the number 1 seed in the AFC before they lost in the divisional round to the Cincinnati Bengals, who, as we know, ended up winning the AFC and representing them in the Super Bowl. Eagles win against the Tennessee Titans. I just can't envision a scenario in which Ryan Tannehill beats this defense with the D-line, linebacking core, and the secondary. Week 14 might come as a surprise with the loss against the New York Giants, but keep in mind that weird things happen within the division, and on the road at MetLife in the Meadowlands, sometimes the Eagles just don't come to play. There are these slow, sluggish games. Birds lose this one, but then on the road against the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, the new regime with Ryan Pace, Matt Eberflus, I don't think the Bears are going to be a top-tier unit by any means. Their offensive line, one of the worst last year in the NFL. And in giving up sacks, they were dead last in the National Football League at 32nd. That lends itself to an Eagles' strength, which is getting after the passer. So the Eagles beat the Chicago Bears, and now after 14 games, entering the final stretch run, the Eagles are 9-5. So they started the season off well, really, really well in my opinion, then dropped a couple of games, but still, 4 games over 500 is still 4 games over 500. So now the last 3 games, Dallas Cowboys, Week 16 on the road. I think the Eagles split with the Cowboys. The Eagles win the home game. The Cowboys win the game for the Eagles on the road. Week 17, New Orleans Saints. I actually think that the Saints are going to be a good squad, even with Jameis Winston as their starting quarterback. They're really good along the offensive line, really good along the defensive line. If Michael Thomas can come back and play like he did in 2019 where he gashed the Birds in the divisional round, then that gives Jameis Winston a really good weapon, Alvin Kamara, and they just really have a deep supporting cast. Of course, the jury is out on Dennis Allen because with the Raiders, he was a disaster, but I think the Saints are set up for success this year. Eagles still beat them. And then Week 18, they avenged their loss on the road at MetLife Stadium against the New York Giants, and they take down the Giants at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And if you think about it, Week 18 of the year, this will be the Eagles' 11th win of the season. This propels them in the seedings perspective in the NFC, and they're able to officially lock down the NFC East with back-to-back dubs to round out the 2022 campaign. So my final record prediction for the Eagles, it's 11-6. And last year, they surprised a lot of people by going 9-8. A 2-win improvement is pretty sizable in the NFL, especially in a league of parity in which crazy things happen. So to improve your win total by 2 games and to be 11-6, that's a pretty damn good record, and they'll still be one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the NFC and host at least a playoff game. So with that, I want your feedback. What do you think about my record prediction for the Eagles? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comments section. And as always, appreciate all of you for supporting the show. Okay, some super chats still left to get to. First, though, want to give you shout-outs for your grades for my record prediction. Carapool, B-, FEF going C, D from Heem. I can take the heat. You can call me a fraud if you want to. I just think 11-6 is realistic. C from Always Entertaining. Your boy Crazy Colin, B+. Losing Hope with Humanity, D. Millie, C-. Philly Jake, B. Don't look at it game for game. Look at it as the win total. 11-6 is a damn good record. It's literally common sense from him. Philly Jake, B. Jaquay, C-. Kara, I don't think we lose to the Giants the first game. I think it's the second time. I don't think we lose to the Vikings. Otherwise, I'm fine. I'm high on the Vikings. Analytics are high on the Vikings. I could totally see the Eagles winning that game, though. A from Ray, excuse me. Mike Fields, F. Shane, S. That's next to D or A on the keyboard. So which one is it? 13-4, boy, from Paul Eberly. He going 12-5. Elijah, $20 super chat. You are the man. You are pacing the show today. Elijah, 12-5 maybe, 13-4. First loss after the bye deep into the playoffs. So the bye week, week 7. So Elijah, the bold prediction, Eagles start off on an absolute fury. Alexander, $2 super chat. What happens at $300 in super chats total? Well, we are $28 away. I guess I'll do another shotgun. Shotgun, we can, okay, so at $300 in super chats, we're $28 away. All shotgun. Trace and Abby will do a beer bong race, which we kind of already promised. I already did the No One Likes Us song. I did the Fly Eagles Fly song. If we can't get Abby, we'll get somebody else because she might still be in a meeting, but hopefully she is available. One wit at a time, Bird Gang from Spirit Hunter. We want another No One Likes Us song. So at $300, another No One Likes Us song and a Fly Eagles song and another shotgun. Can we do that? $28 left to get to 300 in super chats? I think that's a pretty damn good deal. And we got it. Yeah, that's right. So I got to do a shotgun anyway. I got to do a shotgun anyway. Yep. You're right. Beer bong at 300. Shots at 300. How about that? We can do shots at 300. I'm seeing Fireball here to my right. Trace will do okay, here's the revised rules here. We have $28 left to get the $300 in super chats. I will take a shot. Producer Trace will do a jungle beer bong. Now, yeah, with $10, we are, what is that, $18 away? $18 away. Brandon Ford, he's also been a super chat OG today. Brandon Ford, appreciate you.
I saw Brandon saying that he was going to be at the Eagles game with Mott in the chat earlier, actually.
Brandon Ford's going to the Eagles game with Mott?
That's what he said in the chat.
Are you? Ray Oid, you gonna get buzzed? Hey man, we're good.
We ain't scared.
We ain't scared, man. We're from Philly, effing Philly. We ain't never scared, and no one likes us. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get buzzed, Ray. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you. I love his energy about getting drunk. Hey, man, it's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. I don't work tomorrow. I'm going golfing in the morning. Hopefully tonight might be able to go out with a couple of Chat Sports homies to watch Thursday Night Football. Tomorrow, I'm going on Coach Jason Brown's podcast.
Last Chance You,
Last
legend.
Chance You, Coach. So I'm going to go on there to talk some NFL. And then I'm actually making an appearance on an Eagles podcast tomorrow as well. And then having everybody from Chat Sports at my crib. For the Eagles.
Oh! Bang! 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 Let's party!
Let's go! Nathan, let's go!
Oh!
All right, I'm going to get the shot glass ready. I'm going to knock mine out of the way. I disappeared, but then I came back.
Oh, my God.
All right, so here's my shot for 300. Fireball's brutal, but it's what we have.
It's so good. The second it hits your lips, it's so good.
It's not. I don't like it. The Patron is out there, but I'll go Fireball here.
Hey, wait, chat. Do I go get him the Patron?
No, I already filled this up. I already filled it up. Hey, 300 in soups. Let's go. The goal was 100 today, by the way. So, Eagles fans, they always show out.
Show up, show out.
Coach Brown is the funniest person alive from Courtney Long. He's hilarious. That's why I'm really looking forward to going on a show tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna. How many times we need a slap dick counter? We need to see how many times he calls somebody slap dick.
He calls somebody slap dick. Yeah. Sports fan Mark Chase gonna need to Uber home.
I'm his Uber. I got him.
I walked to work. I walked to work. Oh shit! I drove today.
I got you.
Fuck.
I got you. I'll be
all right.
I got you.
I'll still be here for a couple hours. I got to do some more videos. Tequila all the way, Cabo Wabo. You know what?
1 tequila, 2 tequila,
right,
3 tequila,
Trace,
4.
Just because the people asked for it, go get me a warm beer to shotgun. See if Abby's out there, and then bring the Patron back.
I got you.
All right? So Trace is going to go get the Patron. $300 in Super Chats. Absolutely awesome. I told y'all we were down to party. What percentage of the Chat Sports budget is allocated to alcohol? A good amount, actually. But we're growing as a company, man. When I started March 1 last year, I was the 8th employee hired. We have more than doubled staff. We now have 20 employees now. We just hired 3 more people. And a big reason for that, honestly, it's all the support of everybody. Like the Super Chats, everybody who has their notifications on, subscribing, watching our videos. We continue to break records here at Chat Sports, and I've obviously been a big part of that, but it's been absolutely awesome and game-changing for me in my career, professionally, but also personally, man. We have a great crew here, and a large percentage of our budget is allocated to alcohol, but the Super Chats allow us to buy some alcohol. By the way, Patron is here. I'll take a shot. Still in the meeting? Okay. So it's just you. So bad news, unfortunately, Abby is still with the bosses, undergoing some training.
It's some nonsense. They say that she's acting like a Cowboys fan and has to get all this extra training.
Yeah, so we might not be able to see Abby today, but it's okay because Trace is going to come on and do another beer bong himself.
I got it.
He's going to make up for it, and I'm also doing another shot. I'm doing an additional shot. Liz, what's up? Greetings, Chase. I'll contribute a bottle of Casamigos.
Hey, Casamigos is
Brandon,
fire.
Say less, bro.
Send it our way.
Say less. Here, I'll
DM us. We'll get you the Addy.
2023 Bryan Street.
Show up, show out. Let's party.
Dallas, Texas. Suite 2150, I believe.
Yes.
Address is there if you want to send a bottle of Casamigos, dude. I'll give you a shout out.
We'll slap a picture of your face.
Yes, we will put
on
your
the bottle,
face on
and
Casamigos.
we will have it on Eagles Now.
If you send it to us.
It's going to be incredible.
Brandon Ford. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
Let's go, bro.
Hey, bro.
There's the Addy. Address it to me. Oh, he said bet, bro. Let's roll, bro. Let's roll. So
the Brandon
this ain't
Ford
Casamigos.
bottle.
It's Patron. But to make up for Abby probably not being able to do the beer bong, I took a shot of Fireball, and I'm taking a shot of Patron to make up for it. I hope y'all understand. First week, obviously, she has to learn the ropes here at Chat Sports. Kara.
Bro, I'll
see what I can
up.
do. I manage a liquor store. I dropped the Addy.
Let's
Y'all
go.
saw
Come
it.
on, Kara. Come on, Kara. Let's get that distribution list. Send it over here. Come on.
Brandon, I'll really pull up, bro. Hey, bro. Do you live in Dallas or are you going to send it to us? I mean, either way, I dropped the Addy.
Either or. Let's party.
Also, yes, team, I'm going to do a shotgun for Jason Kelsey. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Why want Hink? Trying to bet something on that Vikings game. Show him the Bet US graphic.
I got you.
If you want to bet, you can do so with our sportsbook part. No way! $100!
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Bet on the Vikings game, here you go. And we got to show that $100 super chat.
Chase, I'm sorry. No chance we're going and doing videos. We got to stay live with the Eagles fans.
Incredible.
We got to stay live with the Eagles fans.
Holy
They need us, Chase. They need us.
Ray. Oid. 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 Cheers. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Ready? E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go! Wow, that's a shotgun.
All right, I'll go get the beer bong.
Trent's going to come do a beer bong, and then we'll do a shotgun for Jason Kelsey. Go get your beer bong, and then we'll shotgun for Jason Kelsey.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Philly, show up, show out.
Shane, welcome to sports journalism in late-stage capitalism, everyone. Woo!
Hey, Chase, you think Ray ever used to think of times like this?
Oh. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked-up ish in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists. Let's go! That's Meek, by the way. Dreams and nightmares. But Shane, hey, I studied journalism at Temple. I used to be a Big J journo back at WNEP in Scranton, but to be able to share opinions, sports analysis, cover news, cover rumors, chop it up with the greatest fans ever, and talk football on the daily basis, dude, I'd take this over being a Big J. I don't even call myself a journalist anymore. I am an entertainer and a broadcaster. That's what I'm at. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Real quick, so we have new guy Nick. He said,
Chris Matsko, much better journalist than rapper.
New guy Nick just said for $20 he would come on and do a shot with us.
Who?
New guy Nick.
New guy Nick?
Roloff said for $20,
$20 more dollars. New guy Nick
comes
on and takes the shot. He's been the one who's been putting all the links in the chat. So let's get him on here, show him some love. Chris said, much better journalist than rapper. I am not a rapper. I am a broadcaster, and I'm not a journalist. Peter Thurman is a real OG. They gon' remember me. Let's go. Him, indeed. Him is him. Kara, Chase, be real with us. Is our chat more fun than the Niners? More crazy, for sure. San Francisco is like a blue blood franchise, passionate fan base, but Philadelphia's Philadelphia. That's just what it is. Like, two different cities. It's like apples to oranges. Two different cultures and atmospheres.
It's like trying to compare apples to mac and cheese.
Yeah. All right. Do your thing, homie. Producer Triz. In the cut.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Let's go. This is for a lot of super chats that came in. But Ray, oid, with the $100 super chat. Bang, it's good. Mike Breen, even though he calls Knicks games. Okay, so we have a request. Hey, let's go. We got to get the new guy.
Roll up, get in here.
Get in here, roll off. Rolly. Roll out. Roll out. The top back.
Roll up.
Nice. Awesome live, my man, from Chris. Thank you, brother. My favorite
Alex.
Eagles channel from Rack.
Hey, there's Roll Up.
Just wait to see
There
what
he
gear
is.
he's rocking here. Come on
Come
screen.
here. Get over there. Get over there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But
Everybody type F Nick. F Nick in the chat. He's rocking a Met shirt.
F Nick.
But for real, he's a real one. He's a real one. Welcome to Chat Sports, fam. You've seen how crazy it gets on Philadelphia Eagles now. Bring that in here. Toss it over.
oh no.
This is Nick right here wearing that Mets shirt. Hey, $20. Nick Roloff. Welcome him to the Chat Sports crew. Let's go. Anything to say?
Go Matt.
He had his one opportunity and he seized it.
Here we go.
Like Eminem. Oh, that's awesome. You need an underdog mask. I got the underdog shirt. You bet. F Nick from Chris. F Nick from Ray. Liz Bastic, F Nick. Niall, Dawkins, Philly Jake. F Nick the Fraud. Jaquay Nelson, Paul Eberly. Let's go, John. All the Super Johns from all my Bulls. Yes, appreciate it. All right. Oh, this was $20 from Alexander. Okay. So let's see. I don't have any more beers to drink. I'll take a shot for you for that 20. No, I got it.
How many super chats to burn Nick's shirt, Kara? How many super chats to burn Chase's shirt? We need clarification.
It's Nick's. It's Nick's. With the
I mean, maybe she wants to see you shirtless, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alexander, I bet Abby wouldn't have worn that shirt. No. She's not a Mets fan.
Nah.
She's actually from New Orleans. Apologies for her not being able to come on. I said that she would come on, but look, she's in the meetings with the bosses, the CEO, the COO, so it's all good. Trace came on and did a beer bong. And I'm about to do a shotgun to try to get Jason Kelsey on the show.
Yeah, so we'll get Abby on one of these shows. Maybe on the game day stream, we'll get her to come on and do a shotgun.
Do we have a warm, non-vertical beer? Like a warm
like
Miller?
a Miller? I can, yeah.
See if we have a warm
Coors.
Miller.
Does that work? It's Silver Bullets.
Coors is great.
Cool.
Coors is ideal if there's a warm one. If not, just get like a Miller or just a non-ultra.
Get them Blues Mountains.
Yes. Get those mountains blue. You guys deserve the super chat. Work very hard to get us great content and analysis fast, also entertaining, Chris. That's what we live by, man. I mean, like my motto, entertaining, informative analysis that's fast, quick, and engaging. I think our audience interaction is awesome. It's a big reason why we've been able to grow like we've been able to grow. And, you know, Thomas did a great job growing Philadelphia Eagles now into what it is. But by bringing the show in studio, we have capabilities to take it to the next level. And I have passion to take it to the next level. 50,000 subs by the end of the year is the goal, the end of the football season. And that's why I do videos at home for the homies. That's why we're doing live shows. That's why week 2 we'll probably be doing a watch party because I care about this, man. The other Chase to represent Philly, Chase Utley. So people asked who my favorite Eagle was. It's B-Doc. That is what I have on my desk. And then my screensaver is B-Doc as well. My favorite Philly of all time, Chase Utley, because he brought to the table a lot of what Brian Dawkins brought to the table. Only warm beers that we have is Michelob? All right, fuck it. We'll go Coors here. All right. So we're going to try to get Jason Kelsey on the show. I'm going to tag him in this tweet. Yeah. Social and the L3. We want Jason Kelsey on the show. We want to show him the Philadelphia Eagles now is just built different like Jason Kelsey is and like Eagles fans are. Flying Hawaiian, losing hope with humanity. I have his World Series jersey. So he's definitely up there for one of my favorite Phillies, Shane Victorino. Shane Victorino. That's the call that you hear at Citizens Bank Park, or did, when he would walk up to the plate. B-Doc went to my career day in Florida from Cara. That's sick. Doc and Ciro, yes, sir. All right. So pop this up. Jason Kelsey, let's shotgun a beer together. I don't care if it's at Ocean Drive in Sea Isle. So we got to stage this in a good way to try to get Kelsey on the show. Bobby Abreu from Alexander. That's a good Philly who was kind of underrated. He's like in that Donovan McNabb territory. He was one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball for a while, but kind of never won the big game. Donovan McNabb, early 2000s, he was right behind Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, in my opinion. Never won the big game. So him and Bobby Abreu, very similar in that regard. Remember Deuce Staley? Of course, dude. I went to the Eagles Fair at the Vet, and he offered to give me his jersey from my Deuce Staley jersey, and I said no. I was like, what? The Vet closed 2002, so that was a little bit before that. I was probably like 8, 9 years old, and I was like, no, I like my Deuce Staley jersey. It was a white jersey. Deuce was awesome, and you saw him on Hard Knocks. He's pretty awesome. Do you have an Eagles shirt with you at all, Chase? Not currently. I thought I had one here at the office, and I went to go change before the show, and I left it at the crib, I realized. So I don't have one currently on me. Jason Kelsey is cool enough that he'd actually do it. Hit up his agent or something. Management from Millie. I agree. J-Roll, bruh, from Paul. J-Roll, legend, 2007 NL MVP. And kind of solidified it with that triple final game of the season down the line against the Nats. I watched every single Phillies game that 2007 season. It was magical. Chris Masco, B-Dog, my favorite all-time Eagle as well. Just keep tagging him from ATM. By the way, if we get more Super Chats, we'll stay alive, by the way. So here it is. All right, this is our pitch to Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey, this is our pitch for you to join the show. We've seen you taking down some beers at Ocean Drive, the OD in Sea Isle City. And then we just got this Super Chat from my guy ATM. He said, get Jason Kelsey on the show to shotgun some beers. So, Jason, you're an all-time Eagle. You're a legend in Philadelphia. I was there on the parade route for your speech. It will forever be one of the greatest days of my life. And I know that you're down to drink some beers. And I know you're down to shotgun some beers. So join us on Philadelphia Eagles Now. It would mean a lot for us to have you on the show. And when you're on, we can shotgun a beer together. Let's go, Jason Kelsey, future Hall of Famer. Come on the show, Jason. We appreciate you. You're an all-time legend. And let's do an interview for all of Philadelphia. EAGLES, Eagles.
It's your move, Jason.
It's your move, Jason. So I'm going to tweet out this video at some point today. And we'll get that. I'll tweet it out. And then everybody just has to retweet it. So hopefully he comes on the show. Conquer Squirrel, White, Graham, Deuce, all awesome. After B-Doc, I'd go Kelsey. Yeah, it's up there. Not this year from Chris Matsko. Okay, so what we're going to do right now.
Whoa, Chase.
What's up?
Just got something in my ear from the bosses. They're saying if we get another $100 within the next, what'd you say? 20 minutes? Okay, 20 minutes. If we get $100, 20 minutes. If we get $100, we can do another mailbag.
How about we change that to 5 minutes? If we get $100 in 5 minutes, we'll do a mailbag, and we'll take any questions that you have. It can be an Ask Me Anything. How about that?
Doesn't even have to be just Eagles related. It can be
Millie,
Chase.
That's a good comment.
How
Chase's
many
shotgun
days?
is faster than your 40-yard dash. That's pretty good. 5 minutes.
That's fast. Yeah, Chase's shotgun is faster than Tyreek Hill's 40-yard dash.
It is. Facts. It is. Look, we could always do this, too.
Come on, Kara. That's 5 people sending $20, or 20 people sending 5.
That's true. Simple math.
It ain't that hard.
Simple math. So if we get a super chat in the next 2 minutes, we'll stay live, and we'll continue to stay live as long as we get Super Chats. Once we get a Super Chat, I will reset the shot clock. So you see it here. Don't let it hoot 2 minutes. You send us in a Super, we'll reset. Now, studio space is a little bit thin here at Chat Sports because we're undergoing renovations. It's probably still up on my Instagram story, by the way, at Chase_senior. So I'm not sure we have 20 minutes to spare, Trace. But,
I don't think
hey, losing
there
hope.
We go.
That's 5. Reset the shot clock.
Restart the clock. Let's get it rolling.
Reset. Losing hope. He's always down to get it started. And by the way, we are $73 away from $500. Oh, another 5 from Niall.
Restart it again.
Shot clock is reset. Losing hope said, I'll get it started. He did. And then guess who followed suit? Niall Thompson.
All right.
That brings us to $432 in Super Chats. We get to 500. I'll shotgun another beer. I have a graveyard here to my right.
I'll do another jungle ball.
1, 2, 3. 3 shotguns. And then I've drank 2 other beers and taken a couple of shots. So I'll do another shotgun for $500 in Super Chats. We're at 432. Oh!
Yes, Roy! Let's go!
Halfway there! Let's go!
Oh, damn!
So now we're at 482.
Hey, keep it going!
Another 5 from Dawkins. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're at 487 now. 487.
Man,
500, another shotgun.
We might need it.
I'll shotgun this one right here.
Hey, I'm gonna hit a jungle bong at this point.
You have to do a jungle bong.
I'll do a jungle bong. Okay,
but you have to come on and you have to show people that you're pouring.
So what a jungle bong
is
is a beer bong with beer,
yes,
but also some fireball in there.
Yeah.
And I ain't scared. I have a heavy pour, so.
Dawkins Hero with that
Let's
5.
get it rolling.
487 now in Super Chats.
That's insane,
$13. Ah! Let's go! $500, baby! Yeah!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh!
Yes!
Damn!
Another shotgun, a beer jungle boot from Chase, and then we're signing off.
God, imagine being a Cowboys fan right now. Couldn't be us.
F Dallas, baby.
Couldn't
F
be
Dallas.
us.
Oh my goodness. Get your jungle boot ready.
Okay.
We got Patron and Fireball here. You put a
it.
beer in that, and you got to combine them all on camera.
I got this.
That's what Trace will do.
I ain't scared.
And of course, we'll take some more supers if we need to. Holy cow. Holy Toledo. No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, effing Philly, no one likes us, we don't care. No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, effing Philly, no one likes us, we don't care. Chris Matsko, $5 as well. Producer Trace just left to go get the supplies for the beer bong. Actually, he just needs the beer because then he's going to pour a little Fireball and Patron in there. We'll get that featured on the screen as well. ATM, we already got there. D-Rub Prod said, let's go, Chase. Show Chris Matsko's. Yeah, that's the 5-piece that came in. Go Birds! Dude, that clip of that dude saying that to the Vikings fan who probably came to South Philly thinking that the Vikings were going to go to the Super Bowl. She's probably from Minnesota. And then you just have an Eagles fan. Go Birds! Go Birds! Legendary clip. What'd you say, Trace? Yeah. Instead of skull, 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 it's Foles, 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 Foles. All right, so Trace offered to do the jungle boot, and I'll shotgun the beer at the same time. But he's going to pour some Fireball and Patron in there at the same time. Oh, my gosh, he's got the Truly as well. Are you doing the whole Truly? Oh, I thought you're going to add some Fireball and Patron too, right? All right. He ain't scared.
What do you think this is, amateur
See,
hour?
Trace is from North Texas, basically Oklahoma. We can adopt him as a fellow Philadelphian, though, because he ain't scared either.
I hate the Cowboys.
He ain't scared either.
I'm not scared. I like to drink with. I want to drink with Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
Patron shot.
hold up. Losing hope. He did send me a couple pictures of his tats. Ah, shoot. They went away. Let me see if I have them in my camera roll. Hold on, Trace. Hold on, Trace. Let me see if I can find Losing Hope with Humanity's tats that he sent me. Just give me a sec. When was that? That was the Dolphins preseason game. Okay, so it was after this. Hold on, Losing Hope. Oh, there they are. All right, this is Losing Hope with Humanity's tats right here. He's got Gritty, and then you see the Sixers logo with the bell and the snake there. That's on the forearm. He's talking about it in the chat. That's a closer look at Gritty. And then there's the Eagles one as well. So he just talked about his Eagles one. My tattoo is facing correctly. I assure you Eagles are the only logo facing that direction. So there you go. He cleared it up for everybody. Those are Losing Hope with Humanity's tats. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Trace, let me get with you here because I'm going to shotgun this beer. Last call for Super Chats, and then we're hopping on out of here, by the way. So let me just get this ready. It's for real, though. For real.
I better be back.
All right. Jungle Boot for Trace. You put the Patron and the Fireball in there with the Truly? Beer, too, or no? Okay. All right. Give the man some props. Jason Kelsey, this is why you got to come on to the show. We know you're down to party. We're down to party, too.
Let's party, Kelsey.
Cheers. Let's ride.
Woo! Your move!
Your move, Kelsey. Let's get it. Those ultras are tough to shotgun because they're so like tall. No. Like a pro, Chris. Ray, oid, 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 oid. Look at those pit stands, man. I'm sweating up a storm here. Sheesh. I got diabetes. I can't. It's all good, Jason. No worries. Chase with beer, conquer. Chase over here been shotgunning since the second grade, pretty much.
I mean, he is the shotgun
But yo, this is the
master.
deal. I do take care of myself. Like I've run 107 straight days.
I
I
was
do
gonna say
100 push-ups every single day.
I was gonna say, he's
You
at
know.
107. He started me on my workout plan. Today is day 2.
Trace
Said
called
he's
me
day
up
2.
last night. We had a little heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
Chase,
good
I
time.
sent you my Fanatic. All right, let's see here.
Let's get it, baby. Got the Philly
Head to
Fanatic too.
IG.
That's fresh.
My cuz. Oh, wow. Check out the Fanatic tat from Losing Hope.
Oh, that's sick.
Hopefully y'all can see it.
I can make it bigger. I'll make you bigger.
Yeah, you want
There
your
you go.
full screen? There
There
we
you
go.
go.
That's the Fanatic.
That's fresh.
Losing Hope. Losing hope, but he ain't never losing hope.
Up
But
with
if
hope,
he's
down with dope.
losing hope with humanity, hey, how things have gone in this country last couple of years, man. Shoot. Some people losing hope with humanity.
Up with
Running
hope,
streak
down with
going
dope.
strong from Posian or Pokian. Hopefully I pronounced it right. Yeah, going strong. I've had a little bit of a hip ailment, a little bit of a foot ailment, but we keep it moving. Got to do the necessary things to keep that run streak going. Care
What us
about
Philly
my health
Bulls
a lot.
do? Us Philly Bulls don't give a fuck. We just kind of keep it rolling.
Hey, I used to be mentally soft, but after my mom passed away, I was like, you know what? I have to become mentally and physically tougher. So I started doing things and embarking on challenges to help me overcome personal challenges. And I recommend if anybody's out there kind of in a slow spot, tough spot, you want to challenge yourself or you're dealing with something that you can't get over, challenge yourself and look within thyself to challenge yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, because we owe it to ourselves to maximize our potential as human beings. That's what I'll say. Chase, I'll send you a video of me shotgunning a beer if you play it on the video.
Hey.
ATM, how soon?
Do you want to?
Yo.
You want a shot, Coop?
Yeah.
$512.
Hey,
Come on.
$5.
We're going to bring it
$5.
now. Just bring him in now.
Let's go.
Producer Coop's going to come on and take a shot just because this is a casual Thursday live with 512. This is Producer Coop here. Not a he is a Cowboys
ATM.
fan. I was going to say not a
ATM.
Cowboys fan, but he's a Cowboys fan.
Send
I was
us
trying
a
to,
picture of you
know,
taking
warm
a
him
pic,
up.
chugging your beer.
Cheers.
Coop, let's ride. Eagles country, let's fly. Bang, bang. Yeah, we'll keep it. ATM, do it right now. Do it right now. Shotgun the beer. Send it to me. Let me know where you're sending it to, Twitter or IG, and I'll play it on the show. Dawkins Hero, he said he chugged a beer and sent it on IG. Hold up. Let me find this. Here's Dawkins Hero. I'm going to play this. So, Trace, get ready for it.
I got you, boy.
This is Dawkins Hero chugging the beer. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
We keep it moving, he said. He's got the $20 or the number 20 shirt. He's listening to the show, as you can hear. Dawkins Hero. Let's go! Let's go!
That's lit as hell.
Yeah, Dawkins Hero. And then we're going to get that one in from ATM.
You know who could never do that? A Washington Commanders fan. They could, they don't exist, but they could quite literally never
I want to
do
show
that.
y'all the graveyard here. Look at the graveyard for our live show. That's a graveyard right there. It's a Thursday afternoon.
We're having a day.
Let's see. So we're waiting for ATM to send that shotgun. ATM is going to send us on Instagram a shotgun of the beer, and then we'll get that on the show as well.
This is incredible.
This is incredible.
I really love this.
Gosh, makes me so happy to be from Westchester, Philly area.
Could you imagine not being from Philly? I mean, it couldn't be me.
Losing Hope said A++++. Yes. Dawkins, he is awesome, bro. No doubt. No doubt.
So now you said that you work with a Commanders fan. I actually in college, I guess at the time they were still technically the Redskins, and then for a little bit they were the Washington football team. But I lived with a Washington fan, and his life was miserable, so that was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie.
Orange wear. Quez is super underrated. He is. And like Trey said, Commanders fan, would hate to be him.
Couldn't be us.
Would hate to be him.
Couldn't be us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
I
Not a Commanders fan.
I can't believe this is our NFL fandom. I can't believe this is the team that I like. Oh, my God.
Pokian or Posian? Let me know if I pronounced that right.
Or is it Potion?
Or Potion. He said Birds fan from Vegas here. Pops from Allentown. Nice. Allentown, right outside of the city. Let's go.
So Potion.
Potion.
I know you saw that
Potion.
crazy headline about the car wreck in Vegas yesterday. That was
nuts.
Insane. So there you go.
Potion like Potion.
Right.
All right, let's
There you
go.
Hell yeah. I just added you and sent it. ATM just sent you that piece.
All right, let's see.
Throw that John up on the screen, my friend.
Looking for ATM here. Oh, I see it. All right. Can I say your name, ATM?
Let us know.
Let us know. Yes? No?
Maybe so.
Got a pretty legendary last name, if it's the same pronunciation. Let us know.
Are
we get Bijan Robinson next year? Yo, he's good. He's a baller. He's a baller. Potion. Those penalties offset.
He gets it. He saw the tweet. He saw it.
Chris, is the D going to dominate or be a turnover machine? They have the potential to be. I want to see Jonathan Gannon blitz more. That's really what it comes down to. Eagles fan from Harrisburg here from #us. Let's go.
What I will say about the Eagles defense, one of the things I'm excited for, is it feels like this defense isn't so much so of like fast, quick speed. It's like, no, we're going to beat the hell out of you every game. And it's like, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah, good defensive line. Get after the passer, stop the run. You can do that with Hargrave. You can do that with Fletcher Cox. Hassan Reddick, the fact that he signed for the deal that he did was such a great value deal for Philadelphia, considering the seasons that he's put together the last couple of years. He was a first-round pick coming out of Temple, goes to Arizona. They didn't use him right. They didn't use him as a Swiss Army knife. They didn't use him as a weapon. They started to. He played really well. Goes to Carolina, played excellent. Now he comes to Philadelphia. He's from right across the border in New Jersey. I think that he's a huge addition. So all of the defensive linemen, Josh Sweat, I think Derek Barnett is somewhat underrated. He's a bust as a first-round pick. He's underrated for what fans think he is, which is a Brandon Graham light. Brandon Graham's never been a big sack guy. But Brandon Graham has been a big quarterback pressure, quarterback hits guy. That's what kind of Derek Barnett brings to the table. All right, Austin said, well, I just said his name. ATM said that we can use his name. So Austin Leiter just sent us the shotgun. So we're going to play that, and then we're going to hop on out of here. By the way, any more Super Chats, send them in right now. If not, then we'll sign off. So let me play this from Austin. Here's Austin. Let's go. Rocking the Michael Vick.
That's electric.
Let's go. Austin Leiter.
Let's
go.
Bitchin'.
Yes, sir. That's fresh. Dude, where are you living, man? It looks like a pretty dope in the country, chilling.
It looks like it's very nice
living.
weather. Looks nice weather.
Nice weather, too. Dude, you know what this reminds me of? I lived in Springfield, Illinois for a couple of years, coming out of Temple. I see your profile picture. You have a fish. That reminds me of Springfield, Illinois. I would go to my boy's crib, shout out to the Paris brothers, and we would shoot guns.
Whoa.
We would go fishing, drink beers, have some crazy country parties. That's the same setting. I love that. That's awesome.
So Jay Sanchez says, is Fort Worth nice?
Is Fort Worth nice? Hell yeah.
I love Fort Worth.
Fort
I live
Worth
in
is
Fort
awesome.
Worth. I live in Fort
Trace
Worth.
lives in
actually.
Fort Worth.
I fucking love Fort Worth.
Yeah,
Fort
Fort Worth
is a lot
is
of fun.
The bomb.
It's even better because it's not Dallas and it's not the Cowboys.
Did you know
It's great.
Fort Worth, 12th largest city in America? I was blown away by that.
You get the stockyards, you get 7th Street, you get a lot of really, really good food, you get very unique people, a lot of unique different cultures out there. It's very cool, very fun area. I love it out there. It's a good spot to live, especially, when you're a little bit younger.
Yeah. If you ever want to visit the Dallas area, first of all, hit me up.
Jay,
we'll
hit
have
us
a beer.
up. Come party it up in Fort Worth with me, my
and
guy.
And then also, if you're in
Let's
the
hit
Dallas area,
stockyards.
we can go to Fort Worth, have a damn good time.
Hey.
Now, I work all the time, so does Trace, but if time allots itself, we're down to party.
Let's hit Billy Bob's, my friend. Let's go
Austin
grab a
is
beer.
cool, too. Austin's cool, but it's like...
Austin's cool if Austin's not Texas. Austin is an exception.
Is Nashville on steroids.
Yes.
Where it's a very touristy city that's very
Yes.
trendy, but sometimes it can be a little bit much.
I couldn't agree more. It's a
now,
fun
Austin,
spot.
Or Nashville's never been like that to that level. It's
Up
become
until
that over the
recently.
last couple of years until recently, but yeah. Both good spots, though.
What
Both
I will
good
say,
spots to party.
Austin's
I wouldn't want to live in
spot.
Austin.
I was going to say, Austin's
The
a fun
apartment
spot.
that I have now would be double in Austin
I was
as
literally about
compared
to
to
say
Dallas.
that. I was gonna
and
say-
I wake up to the Dallas skyline every day.
Austin is
pretty
dope.
dope.
It's a fun spot to go for the weekend, but you don't want to necessarily live there.
J20 said, would love to. I'm currently in California. Hey,
Come on, Jay.
Anybody who comes through,
Hit us up.
hit up your boy. You see us partying. I got kicked out of Billy Bob's when I was 19 from Brandon. That's awesome.
I got kicked out when I was 20. That's exciting.
That's awesome.
That's electric.
Dude, you got to be in your Meek Mill bag.
Oh my God.
To get kicked out of Billy Bob's.
Okay, Brandon, what did you do to get kicked out of Billy Bob's at 19? Because there's not a lot. I mean, unless I guess if you're underage and you're drinking and they catch you. But let's be smart about this. Just go to the bathroom and drink in the bathroom like a normal person. Come on.
Okay, so as a lifelong Texan, Kara Poole, OG subscriber to Eagles Now, by the way. Appreciate all your support since I came on, Kara. I lived in Houston for a year and a half and it was miserable. I would not want to live in Houston. That's just me.
My dad, he grew up in Houston, so I go and visit Houston very frequently to see my grandmother and other family. Houston sucks.
It's so hot, dude.
It's so humid.
It's so muggy.
It smells weird. It's just, it ain't
I wouldn't wanna
it. It
be
ain't
there.
it. It
See,
just ain't it.
Dallas is hot as hell, right?
But at least it's nice.
It's a dry heat, and it's okay. And here in Dallas, people are like, oh my gosh, it's so hot here. I'm like, you know what? 105 here is actually better in some cases as compared to 95 and humid in Philly.
I could not.
95 and humid in the burbs is just muggy and thick. Dry heat here is a little bit different. Houston, though, it's like 110 with
it's
the humidity
disgusting
and the
when it gets
mugginess.
really hot, dude.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah. Paul Eberle, love you, jabronis. That's a
got
great.
arrested.
That's a great word. By the way.
Nick got a. Oh, buddy.
They had
buddy.
ozone warnings. Australia, there's a hole in the ozone layer. My dad grew up there, and it gets hella hot.
Your dad grew up in Australia. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's
Nick
cool.
Marquez, I got arrested in Houston. What's the Drake song? 2 a.m. in Houston or 5 a.m. in Houston?
5 a.m. in Houston.
5 a.m. in
I think
Houston?
it's 5.
Let me see.
I know Houston has some good strip clubs.
No, 5 a.m.
What I
in
understand.
Toronto.
Oh, it's Toronto. That's what it is.
What's the Drake song?
Give us your best Australian access.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Crikey.
I think the Eagles are going to have a great year, mate.
We could put the cowgirls on the Barbie.
What is Houston, Atlanta, Vegas? He's got like a 2 a.m. in Houston, right? Trace, if you see it in the comment. I think it's 2 a.m.
Now
in
I gotta
Houston.
go look this up. This is nonsense.
Young Blue had 2 a.m. in Houston. Drake had a Houston song.
Ayo! Super chat.
Super chat. Hey!
We're staying live.
Let's go.
Ayo! And he had this message. He's
Hashtag us. Just sending 5.
He sent this message as well. He's
Eagles fan from Harrisburg, PA here.
There you go.
Nice. You know, when I was working in Scranton, I wouldn't venture out that far to Harrisburg. I'd go to State College, which, you know, I guess more, northwest of Harrisburg. But Harrisburg, state capital, great state of Pennsylvania. Best strip club in Dallas is Baby Dolls.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Can't confirm or deny.
I refuse to answer any questions without my lawyer present.
Yeah. November 18th about Houston.
I'm going to be at
That might
Bottle
be
Rockets
it.
Bar
That might
tonight.
be it.
Whoa, wait, Brandon, hold on, wait, you're gonna be in Plano? Dude, Brandon, wait. What?
Oh,
okay,
Bottle
hold
Rockets
on.
Bar tonight?
Plano, where in Plano? You said Bottle Rockets, that's in Legacy, correct?
Legacy?
Is that in Legacy West?
Legacy Hall.
Legacy Hall is bitching.
That's a good spot.
Dude, okay, I grew up in Plano. I lived in Plano my entire life, and I grew up there, went to school at Arkansas, and now I'm back here. Dude, we need to go watch the game tonight.
Yeah. Well, you got your Ultimate Frisbee game, right?
Yeah, I can miss it. It's fine.
Yes, Legacy from Brandon.
Okay, Brandon. Okay. Things are getting
All
interesting.
right, Brandon,
Pull up.
you got Twitter, IG? Hit
Yeah,
me
you
up.
got Twitter? Hit up
me
my
up.
boy. Hit up my boy.
Twitter, IG, hit me up. Can't make any promises. Maybe, though. Hit me up
Okay.
with your number, Brandon. If we decide to pull up to Legacy, we'll hit you up. No promises, like I said. But we might pull up, as you said.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon. So, Brandon, do you live in Plano? I'm assuming you're from Plano. I'm about to look you up on Instagram, see if I know you. That name
By the
is
way,
very familiar.
Before we sign off, Chase is a TU alumni. Draft Horse was the best bar. Sad they closed during COVID. Mr. Awesome Guy. Yeah. I was at Draft Horse a couple of times, and then Maxie's obviously the other big one. Shoot, man. I don't know. Draft Horse and Maxie's the two best, by far. Other than that, not really like any other campus bars. And then obviously, you know, bars in North Philly, you know, can be a little bit sketch. But, yeah, been to Draft Horse many times, man. I didn't realize that they closed, though. That sucks. During COVID, that place is a go-to spot. I'm close to Plano. I live in Garland. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet.
All right, Brandon, hit me up, man. At Chase_senior, Twitter, IG.
Brownsville?
If we pull up,
Ismail, you're in Brownsville?
I'll let you know.
What you doing out in Brownsville, bro?
You see the handle down below. And if you don't have Twitter, same handle on Instagram as well, at Chase_senior. And PubWeb. Yes, that's right, PubWeb. PubWeb, a great spot. Couldn't forget about PubWeb. What did they used to have? White Girl Wednesdays, right? On the corner of Cecil B. and Broad Street. I just DM'd Chase on my IG. My middle name is Javi. Bet,
Hey,
bro. Bet.
Kara, I do have Twitter, IG. It's both. Trace Gerard for
You gotta
you.
put
I'll
that
put
in
my
there.
Twitter. I'll put my Twitter.
I
in the,
still don't know
chat.
how to spell your last name.
I'll put the Twitter in the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the links.
Ismail, hometown but live in Central Texas. Got you, Ismail. Okay, last call for Super Chats. You know what? I'm holding this football right now, and I just want to go outside and just wing it.
Let me see it.
If we get, I'll toss you that. Bang, dime. Hopefully like Jalen Hurts on Sunday. If we get a $30 to $50 super chat. Trace and I will go outside right now, and I'll post a video on my Twitter of me winging this football. I think I could wing this 60 yards.
I mean, at least.
I can throw a normal football 50 yards.
I could hit a
I think I
really
could
nice
wing
little
this
post.
thing. Just absolutely wing it.
I could throw a nice little. I could probably run a nice little post.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, yeah, I threw my links in there.
Yeah, there you go, Kara.
We'll see.
The Trace and Chase show. So a $30 to $50 super chat. We'll go outside right now. We'll wing this piece. And I'll take a video of it. I'll put it on my Twitter and IG again, handled down below. I'll give you all a minute to do that. If not, we're signing off. We got to give the studio up to somebody else.
I got the timer going. I'll get the timer rolling right now.
I got it right here. I got it.
There you go.
Timer's on. Next minute.
Hey, Kara, thank you for the follow. I appreciate
Kara,
it.
wait, who that?
Thank you.
She
I appreciate
knows what's up.
that.
See, Kara's somebody who you want to have a beer with. You know?
Kara, so
Kara's
here's the thing.
Willing to chop it up with the homies.
Kara, here's the situation.
It won't wobble, losing hope.
I do.
It'll be a dime. It'll
I
be
am
a
in
tight
charge.
spiral.
I am in charge of all of our Saints coverage here at Chat Sports. But I also was at one point in charge of all of our Eagles coverage. So I am an Eagles fan, I would say.
Yes.
I am a Saints fan, I would say.
An adopted Eagles fan.
And I am a diehard F the Cowboys fan. So I feel like we can mate in middle here and be fine, right?
K Peep said, free drinks at the bar I work at if y'all come through San Antonio. We'll keep that in mind.
Oh.
It's a far drive.
Hey, KP, which bar? Which bar?
Yeah, which bar, KP?
Yeah, Kara, it's always F them Cowboys. F them boys.
F the boys. Always F the boys, man.
Yeah, please
Especially
take care of
if Sean
CD.
Payton takes over for Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
which will
if
happen.
it is.
It will happen.
When that happens, it's
It
still
will
F the
happen.
Cowboys.
It will
Please take care of CD for me. I love CJ Gardner-Johnson. I almost ordered a jersey, and then they traded him. So take care of him.
Losing
It's going to be good.
You said you were at the playoff game 2019 in New Orleans. I was there, too. I didn't go to the game, but I was there. Awful loss, man. Awful loss.
I can stay, I guess. I appreciate it, Dawkins. I
All
really
right.
do.
Minute timer's up. We're about to sign off. Orange Ware, I really want to be an NFL player. Put that work in.
Hey.
Put that work in, cuz.
Nobody
all
says
you gotta
you
do.
can't do it. The only person that's going to stop you from being in the NFL is you, my friend.
Yeah, that's it. Dawkins Hero. Thought this was diehard fans. Just glad there's no Cowboys fans on here. Oh, we diehards, homie.
Oh, we diehards.
We diehards.
We're diehards.
We diehards. Just followed you on IG, Chase, from Brandon Ford.
I'm a new fan. I'm a new Eagles fan, but I'm an Eagles fan,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
I'm from Philly. Trace is from Texas. He's an adopted Eagles fan. We can respect that. All right. We're signing off here on Philadelphia Eagles now. $517 in super chats for our first scheduled official live show. Last week we went live for the Jalen Reagor trade, but to get this amount of super chats on our first official live show, straight up awesome. I expected nothing less than to get this from Eagles fans, but honestly, the goal was $100 in soups. We got 517. That's why y'all are the best. All right, keep an eye out. About to release video on demand right now. Lions-Eagles preview. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up over the next 20 minutes or so. So make sure you turn on your noties. Hit that bell icon. Therefore, when I push out that video, in case you missed it during the live show, you can watch video tomorrow, video on Saturday, and then post-game show on Sunday. Fly, Eagles, fly. Is there a live show Sunday? No, but a post-game show Sunday. Post-game show on Sunday, Losing Hope with Humanity. I saw your comment right before the bell. So I got y'all. Thanks for the follow back, Trace. Chase didn't follow me back. Shoot.
Kara, I got
Hold
you,
on,
girl.
Kara.
I got you.
On
you know
IG?
I got you.
On IG?
Yeah, it's on IG.
Sorry.
Also, I'm going to give a shout-out to Austin. Appreciate you giving me a follow on IG. And Brandon, thank you for giving me a follow on IG. Bro.
Hold on. I got to give follow backs to the real ones. What's Kara's at on IG?
Kara's at, if anybody wants to go follow her, Kara Poole 1467. Go show her some love. She is currently
see her.
at 45 followers. Let's get her to 100 by the end of the day.
Follow back. ATM. What's? Oh, I got ATM. He just sent me the ATM. Where are you at? All right, Dawkins Hero. I'm giving you a follow.
Brandon, my boy, I got you.
And then Losing Hope with Humanity. Got you on the follow.
Brandon, my guy.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
ATM. That was Austin. Giving Austin a follow back as well. All right.
Wait. Kara, what?
Yeah, you used to talk
I
to
used
Sean
to
Bradley.
talk to Sean Bradley.
Sean
and
Bradley,
Kenny
Temple
Gainwell?
Zone. Kenny Gainwell.
What?
All right. There you go. Kara's real OG. All right. We out.
What?
Officially now. Philadelphia Eagles now. In the books. We'll see you every day this week because that's what we do. Make sure you subscribe. Catch y'all.